Bound by fate, drawn by duty, or chased by fear, 6 souls band together to take up arms against the wrath of the Dragon Queen. When the chains of Avernus tighten, one soul claws for freedom, fleeing the ember-lit gaze of a fallen angel who would see them kneel once more. From the shifting mists of the Feywild, a hunter steps forward, guided by whispers of worms and prophecy, tasked with severing the heads of a cult that would wake a god. Once a brilliant inventor, an artificer helped create steel nightmares. Now, burdened by guilt, he is determined to dismantle his greatest mistake. In the shadow of noble halls, a man reborn walks a perilous path, his body reshaped by an elder horror, his mind defying the hunger that should consume him. Marked by twisted hands of the coven, a wanderer treads carefully, ever watchful for the eyes that seek to claim what was promised. A passionate painter with a thirst for greatness, this resourceful thief is always staying one step ahead of the undoubted dozens of consequences on her heels. From the pirate port city of Luskan to the sewers of Baldur's Gate, no nook or cranny is too lowly to find inspiration in. And as their journey continues, so too does the stirring of forces that would see them broken, or worse, bound.
Sorry. Our green room is always so much fun. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Shadows over Baldur's Gate and Crit Hit Chronicles. Shadows over Baldur's Gate is our spiritual sequel D&D campaign to the award-winning video game Baldur's Gate 3. So if you have not played, go play it because it's fantastic. But if you have and or don't care, welcome. Before we begin tonight, one quick little note. I got nominated for a thing in New Jersey.
Yay!
And
Why are you saying it like that?
Not.
Why are you saying it like that?
Yeah.
We don't do that.
I got nominated for Best Player Character Performance in a podcast for an actual play from The Road to Hell. And last year I was unable to attend. This year I would love to be able to attend, but as we all know, finances are a little bit of a challenge. If you would like to support this venture, by all means, the Ko-Fi link will be going through the chat. Zero pressure. If not, I also understand it is a mighty quick turnaround to try to throw this together. So if it doesn't happen, that's okay. But if you feel like partaking in the support, that's a sentence. The Ko-Fi link will be going through the chat. You can do the thing there. But regardless, I love you and I appreciate you guys. This is super cool to find out the other day. But before we begin tonight's adventure, we have a wonderful cast that we want to give the floor to. Let them know who you are, who you're playing, as I fix the portraits, because Udazash's face is cut off by the logo.
Oh no, Udazash. I mean, or is Udazash cutting off the logo with her face? Because knowing her, she would absolutely do that. Also, I just have to say, we need to send Cujo to the New Jersey Web Fest, if only because how many times do you get to say it's going to be exciting to send your friend to New Jersey? Yeah. I get to say that because I grew up in New York. Hi, who am I? I'm Lauren Urban. Sure, you can find all the stuff I'm doing at my website, lauren-urban.com. You know who did not grow up in New York? Udazash. She grew up in a place she can't go back to, and she's not at all broken up about that.
Oh my god.
Damn. Say it like it is.
Omega, now you must follow that.
Damn, Lauren.
Hello, my name's Omega Jones, also known as Crit Bard across all social media channels. My pronouns are he and they. I do too much in this world, but right now, what I do is play someone who hates the place that she can't go back to, but we still love her despite. It's Leo Deathmere, everyone. The end of this. But we will try our best to get back there one day. Maybe not today, but one day.
Listen, we've got a dragon queen to deal with first. Hi, hello, good evening, folks. You can call me Laura or Tutu or Laura Tutu. My pronouns are she, they. I am your local resident TTRPG mercenary. But here and now, I am playing our celestial warlock, our wee little hexblood, Winifred Fethiak.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tony Rodriguez, and aka the Encounter Smith. My pronouns are he, him, and you can find me anywhere at Encounter Smith on the internet. Good God. I'm Austin Brightful. I'm the cute, smart guy. Somebody go, please.
With the deviated septum.
Yup.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. My name is PJ McGaw, and I'm playing Marcus Hellhammer, someone who definitely doesn't want to go back to where he's from because it's actual hell. But until then, we're only going to be here in figurative hell, aka Cujo, take it away.
Killed it.
So proud of you.
It's a Monday of a Friday. It really is.
So proud of you.
You are not wrong.
So basically, Tony did his thing, and I said, "Hold my beer." So, Tony, I'm making you look amazing, buddy.
We're killing it, dude. We're killing it.
Wong.
I
am playing. My name is Cujo. I'll be playing everybody else. So, when last we left our second chances, having been returned to the Feywild after completing the deal set between Udazash and Mab, the second chances had some time to come back to Earth, if you will. They handled some business. They managed to visit Lady Guthmir's estate. They managed to stop by the High Hall where they had found the priests to Bahamut that had laid slain from the cult of the Dragon Queen that had taken up residence in their temple, where Winifred managed to gather some information. They have the name of the champion to the Platinum Dragon Bahamut in Olin Shatterstar. And my brain is mush. I was sleep deprived this week. I'm trying to think of the other questions that you asked. But my brain.
Do you know
have them written down?
Champion? Yes. What's their name? Awesome name
Olin.
there. Do you know was someone under the temple? Yep. They were hidden from the cult, supposed to prevent discovery. Do you know if the Scaled Tyrant holds any other strongholds in the city? Nope, there are no more. Do you know if Bahamut heard this attack? He slumbers. He has not been present for some time because I have stopped them.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
There was a creepy voice.
I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog too.
Yeah.
For just a moment, who needed to make her presence known once again to let them know that something she has done has kept Bahamut asleep. Winifred held a very beautiful ritual to assure that those who laid slain from the cult's assassinations were carried into the afterlife to find rest. And it was here that our beloved Anaya Lumlock became inspired. Anaya made a decision that she would not accompany our second chances to Elturel because she needed to first find her hero's purpose. In her time journeying with the second chances, she's felt on the outside looking in a little bit. But now it seems that they are inspired and mean to do something heroic. As they faded away into shadow, leaving our second chances where they were, we now return to our story. So, second chances. What happens next?
Well, we have bodies laid out who, the important thing about that ritual is the fact that these people cannot be turned into undead anymore. Because we've got some fuck shit with, well, Winnie doesn't know it. We saw the cutscene. We've got a necromancer running around somewhere.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
great.
but we're
like
in the High Hall, and there are people who are going to.
Very excited.
I mean, apparently they're excited about their work, necromancer. But we're in a place where at this point, other people are going to take it from here with the bodies. We can just kind of respectfully GTFO. So, and Udazash will say that in as many words. by saying, "Is there anything else we need to do here, or can we just go?"
That's all I wanted to take care of.
That was a lot to take care of, and a really good thing. So,
In order to be able to prepare that many bodies for burial, I gave up all my spell slots. It's fine. I just need a short rest. Or a long rest.
Well, we should be. And I think he's just looking around, realizing that there is a slight emptiness with. You always know when someone's watching you from the corner, even if you don't say anything about it. At least if you have a high enough perception, I should say. And Anaya was always that person, just always in the back to the right or to the left, watching, and to not have that prying eye. I think there's just for a moment of sadness. But well, we should unless there's anything else we need to do in Baldur's Gate. I know we mentioned looking into Olin, but I think we probably have as much of that information as we're going to have right now. We should probably start getting to the bastion.
Yes.
And
it's been a long time since we've been back, so might as well.
And
a while, yes.
you are tapped, but I do have the capacity to get us there.
Thank you.
okay, good. We don't have to go
Tony.
to anywhere special, or you can just take us there.
There's a couple of teleportation circles, but Sorcerer's Sundries is probably the easiest at this moment of those. I assume there's probably one in like the High Hall. There's probably one in other places too, because those are like important places. And we're in the High Hall actually. So yeah, as long as we can get access to the teleportation circle here, but we should. I can get that ready for us.
Perfect. I don't think there's anything else that I need out of the gate. What about the rest of his?
But this bastion place, is there like a place I could set up a shop?
Oh yeah, there's so much room. There's like rooms and rooms and rooms. I'm sure we can find you multiple places. How big of a room do you need?
Just some place for, to work on the suit and stuff. I gotta pick up some extra tools, but I could go do that later. Right before we head out.
Well, we have to go pick up Shale and Leo, your companions, and anybody else leave anything back at the place? I have all of my stuff, and no, I have everything I need.
It just kind of shakes the bag of holding. All set.
I mean, I pack light. Me, I don't go anywhere with much, so I'm ready to go now.
Yeah, then we should grab. How about we grab what we need to grab? And honestly, it's probably best for me to start setting up here. So I can have Mishka and Kellen meet us here if everyone else needs to, or if anyone else needs to go grab their belongings and come back here.
I'll see where Shale's at.
Basu, you want some company picking up your tools?
Sure. If you have nothing else to do, it should be really fast.
Okay.
If we're not going anywhere else, I think Basu just leads Udazash to this small house in the lower city, looking pretty abandoned, because no one's been in it this whole time since Gortash took all the Gondians. And I think there's just like a really quiet moment as he walks through this small hovel. Just 2 rooms and a kitchen is mostly what it is. and he goes over to like this really old, like red iron rusted oven, and he just kind of pulls it out to the side, and you see him grab this like really old, tattered red leather bag that just has like a lot of rudimentary wrenches and hammers and kind of like basic tools that he already has on him, but it's just kind of extra ones. And he takes a moment inside and he looks up and he goes, I'm leaving Baldur's Gate. I just thought you all should know. I made friends. And I'm a hero. And I think that's all I need now. And my old tools. I can't wait to tell you about them one day. And then he puts his head down and he walks out and closes the door.
Would this have been the kind of thing in where you would have indicated you wanted Udazesh to wait outside?
No.
Once we get outside, this is still your place, though.
I guess. I'm not really sure how that all... I haven't been here in a while.
Just because you haven't been here doesn't mean it is not still your home.
Yeah.
Would you like to come back after you visit the bastion? You can have 2 homes.
No. I don't need it anymore, really. I'm sure someone else will make better use of it. Oven still works.
Okay. It looked like a very nice oven.
Yeah, it's reliable. No, I have what I need. Thanks, Udazesh. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me along. It was nice to see your home.
Yeah. Yeah, it was nice.
And as we leave, Udazesh is just going to kind of pepper you with questions about the size of the space you will need when we get to the bastion. And it will be very inelegant ways of also asking you about the house that you just lived in. Like, oh, so that had like 3 rooms, and so will you need 3 rooms in the bastion? And it'll be stuff like that. Like,
right.
Like the worst ways of asking you about your home by asking you about what you want at the bastion.
Yeah, I mean, he would tell you everything. You know, I think it's the first time he's been able to think about it, let alone visit it. And knowing that he's going to leave, he indulges in telling you certain stories on how him and his sister shared a room and how it was awful that they had to share a room, but they got by with it and, you know, learned to love it.
But why would it be awful to share a room?
You know, it's a sibling thing. We're small, but we like our space, you know.
I did not even think about sharing a room with people. We just share space at the place we stay at all the time. Did you want your own room when we stay at the inn? And you will definitely have your own space in the bastion, but we could get you your own room if we stay in like an inn or something. I cannot get you your own space when we are on the road. That is very hard to do when we are sleeping outside.
No, I've you know, sharing a space with a temperamental sister means that I learned how to make my own, as he just like taps his suit of armor in the cart behind Clippy.
And now you share a space with Clippy.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess he was like a little roommate, huh?
We protect our family.
That's right, buddy. We'll teach him to say something else one day.
You protect your family's space, too. So I think I broke Clippy.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll work on it, Clippy. No worries, buddy.
Apparently, space is something that Clippy is still working on. That's okay.
There's just a teeny little and a little bit of smoke. Just comes out of one of the corners of the panels.
No, that's healthy. You're just burning dirt off of wires. It's cool. All right.
Look, you will have to teach me about sharing space. I'm still learning how to even have a space, so that's going to be new to me.
That's real funny. Yeah, I mean, I feel like everywhere is your space,
Yeah, kind of. I just always took my stuff with me because, when you can't remember where you were, then you don't have to worry about where you're going. But now I think I'm going to actually have a space to remember in the bastion, so I should probably actually put things in the room that I have.
We thought we could both decorate our rooms.
How do you want to decorate your room?
I never thought about that. I'm usually looking for wall space for tools and spare parts and lots of alloy, but
I haven't even thought about putting things on the walls.
Yeah, a lot of the other Gondians are very proud of the things they made. They like displaying them, which I always thought was really confusing because usually we make tools and tools need to be used or taken apart to make other tools. But maybe I'll try that. Maybe I'll make something and I'll just display it.
Well, if it's on the wall, it's very easy to grab and use, right?
Yeah, fair enough. Hey, Udazash.
Yeah.
Do you think Baldur's Gate's gonna be okay when we leave?
I have no idea, but I am told that it has been through many problems. And that every time it gets destroyed, it gets rebuilt. And so even if it is not okay, it will be okay eventually. And I think that's better than being okay, is being able to survive being not okay.
That's fair. Plus, Adile will still be here.
And if there's anyone who knows how to survive being not okay, I think it's Anaya.
Yeah. She's a hero now, too.
Oh, absolutely. I'm excited to see what... I'm excited... Well, it's what you do, too.
It's what we do, yeah. Second chances makes heroes. I would know.
You would. You are an expert, after all.
All right. Enough of this mushy stuff. We're heroes on the road to adventure.
To adventure and... Is that the name of the town in I thought we were going to
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay. I know the name of it, but I can't say it very well. Let's find the others and we can find out.
Yeah.
Wow. That's Athkatla. Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
In and out. Okay, so Leo's setting up the. We're doing great, guys. We're so professional. Leo's getting the teleportation circle set up. I think as he starts getting out his supplies, when he's just going to kind of reach over and squeeze his arm.
You would actually see there's really less supplies. He's never really done. Well, we did once upon a time, and then the Elder Brain attacked. And what you actually would start to see is Leo kind of starts, once he gets to the teleportation circle, you can tell he's already contacted Mishka and Kellen to get them to come this way. Like stop cuddling without me and come on. But
damn. You get from Mishka.
Sorry.
Damn.
Oh my god. But you would see him like kind of start at one point of the circle and kind of just like study it for a bit, taking in just like what the runes are and everything that's here. And then you'll kind of see him like, if there's like obviously a circle and he's at one point, he'll just move over for a second, and as he does, you'll see like almost weird heat wave type energy that comes off of him, and you'll see Sai, not truly, but you'll see a that kind of outline, and then he'll start to walk around that circle as he's studying it and taking it in. There's almost like a cohesion between the two parts of him to form that circle for us as he begins to cast teleportation circle. But as he starts, he feels that arm get held and grasped, or I guess gripped for a second, and he kind of looks over. Oh, how are you doing?
I'm exhausted, honestly, but needed to be done. Is there anything that you need me to grab? Supplies, components?
Honestly, I don't think so.
Right.
I feel like before, yes, of course, I would need to grab, all of the small little details, the back guano and all that, but I don't really. I kind of just process. It's as if I have the components in my mind and my thoughts, and they just kind of exist, even if they're not really there. I haven't really needed those materials since kind of all of this started. It's nice to remember, but I guess we can grab it in case we need it in an emergency. But
in a pinch, I mean, I'm going to. Unfortunately, I still need to use bat guano for some stuff, and that's horrifying every time.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really a fan of Fireball anyway, but still.
All the fire comes in handy in a pinch.
Sure, that is true. What do you think happens next?
What do you mean?
1 second. Little to the thank you. For equal distance walking around the circle.
To the left.
Can I know that? I think teleportation circle was a 10-minute cast, if I'm correct. It might be a minute. One of them.
We're doing the full thing either way.
Yeah. It's like when you have a PDF character sheet, I can't just go click and go to the spell. But it takes a little second at least, and then it's not an action. Either way, click. I don't know. I feel like so much has happened in a little bit of time, and I don't really know what happens next. I mean, obviously, I know we go to Athkatla and go to and whatever is there. But are we ready for all of this?
I wasn't ready for any of what we just got back from, and yet here we are. I don't think anyone's ever ready when the powers that be or the fates or whomever decide that they're the ones that are going to have to keep everyone alive. So we're going to Athkatla. We're going to find this paladin. We're going to figure out why the fuck Bahamut has decided to take a goddamn nap. Probably not of his own will. And then we will move from there. And when he says this it is matter of fact. There is no sense in ruminating. There is no sense in tracking every possible path at the moment, because the path that they're on already has so many variables that trying to parse out anything past go to Athkatla will probably just drive her a little crazy. So focus. God damn it.
Which is why I love the dichotomy between these two magical, esoteric beings, because they have vastly different thoughts at times. And it shows now when Leo asks, If none of this was happening, what would you be doing? I'm not thinking of big wars and gods and calamities and weird realms that feel wrong upon. I'm asking if things were okay, what do you think you'd be doing?
Winnie just sort of nods her chin to the corpses, all of them covered in white linen and smelling of incense and salt and holy water. That. Just on a smaller scale, most likely.
I have a question. When Leo asked that question, she looked over to the corpses. Did her first glance go to corpse or did it go to Marcus?
Oh, it definitely went to Marcus.
Okay. I guess I'm prepping for the after. And I know that's a little hard to think about, but I can't going back to what was just isn't in my cards, and I'm trying to slowly think about when, if all of this is said and done, what do we get to be afterwards? And seeing you and the way you fought back and you no longer have the Elder Cross, and I don't know. The world isn't going to accept, and that's okay. I don't expect it to. I'm just still thinking about what comes next. And perhaps I shouldn't be, but I was just curious because you have seen, at least to me, you seem to be someone who is seeing the what's next. And I was curious to know what it was like.
It's like walking past the gates of the city and you see the King's Road in front of you and the horizon, and there are so many different paths and ways that road branches off, and you just sort of have to pick one. Still scared to shite, but I think I'm a little excited too. And she definitely glances at Marcus as she says that.
Well, I guess we'll see what happens next. 1 second again. A little to the right, and then he...
It's at that point. It's at that point the doors to the high hall open, and in walks everyone's favorite dragon-blooded sorcerer, who is walking.
Elturel!
Yeah. Shale enters, and she's got a look of concern and mild annoyance while carrying a bottle of wine that she's pouring into a flask. And she goes, like, marches kind of straight up to Winnie. Yes, hello, hi, sir. Oh, that's a lot of dead bodies. Ugh, this is a bad time. Anyway, finishes the bottle.
I was just coming to look for you.
Oh, well, delightful, because you kind of left without explaining this, so I was a little concerned. Do you want some? Wait.
She pauses. Yes. Shale has never seen Winnie drink before.
That's
We have a lot to talk about.
I always just offer as a courtesy, and I actually do. There we go. Is wine night on the table again?
I suppose so.
Yes.
We're going back to the bastion, and we were gonna drag you with us because you kind of live with us now.
Oh, let me see what I'm doing. Nothing. I've got nothing to do at the moment.
Good, get your shite. Let's go.
All right. She does a full 360 turn. All right, I have everything I need. Marcus, there you are. Hi. Are you going to be making dinner when we get back to your bastion situation?
Oh, you know I love to cook me, but I think I'm gonna do something better than a dinner. You ever had what do they call it? Not a bouchon. Man. Basically a giant pig roast.
Oh. No.
Oh, sure, you're gonna love it. It's a big pig that we spice up. We cook on the ground for almost an entire day till the pork just fall off the bone dash. So I got one that's already.
Ovens exist.
Well, yeah, but ovens don't got flavor to it. Ground's got a lot of flavor there.
Ground has. Never mind. Back to.
That is when Mishka and Kellen enter, and Kellen already has the Book of Guthmere open, going, but the dirt.
Thank goodness, I was wondering where that
flavor.
book was.
Oh, it's been active. It's been active.
No, not listening.
We're just recalling some of our favorite memories of our beloved Guthmere.
Yeah, no, apparently he's anti pig roast.
You know, doesn't surprise me. Mishka says, I don't fucking know why. Pig roast is fucking delicious.
It's
But then
perfect. The skin's like crispy, and I don't understand what the problem is.
Yeah, no, I'm into it.
I salted it down with mesquite and salt and some pepper, and then I just cover it with the apple cider vinegar. It's basically like barbecue. Just takes a little longer to get to, and it's worth the wait. Let me tell you.
Shale will say, the reason I ask is because you've been making dinner a lot for all of us, which is delightful and wonderful. And so I was going to ask what you were making so that I could hopefully find a winery or something similar to give us drinks that would pair well with what you are making.
Give me a second. I'm formulating. I'm thinking me. Let's see. With this kind of pork, you're going to probably want either a very dry red or a very bright white wine. Also recommend strong mead or ale, and if you like cocktails, smoky scotch or like the dwarves, they got that one thing, a Lafroig. Get that, you'll be paired to heaven. Otherwise, you just waste your time, Shell.
Done. Well then, let's see. What is Ash and Basu?
They went to pick up some supplies for Basu.
Oh.
Anaya is going to be remaining in the gate.
Oh. Is she all right?
She's got some things she wants to take care of here.
All right. Well, I'm sure she'll be doing just fine. I did spy a couple of other weapons on her person one time, and that was enough for me to understand that she is the one that you don't want to run into in an alleyway. So I'm sure
no, she can absolutely take care of herself.
Yes. Well, is there anything else that anybody would like to handle while still in the city of Baldur's Gate?
There's only one thing I can think of for Marcus. Either alone or anyone else wants to join. I think when we got here after Elturel and all the traveling, he was trying to find a house with a little green awning on it, allegedly the house he thinks he grew up in. And Asmodeus was trying to remind him he couldn't get that life back. And I think the great thing about his journey with Lathander is that Marcus feels deep down inside that he doesn't need to go back in time, but he needs to say goodbye. He needs to kind of let go of one last thing to be in the present.
I would say that that is definitely attainable. Give me, I'll say this is just sort of an in general thing. give me an investigation check.
Ooh.
Winnie's been kicking around the gate for a while. If given descriptions, could I offer the help action?
Yes.
Okay.
So when I rolled my own die face 17, then I got the help action, and I rolled a nat 20.
All right.
No bonus.
This means Winnie's
roll.
coming with him.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yes. Okay. Let's do it.
Give me a second. I have to write something in the chronicle.
Yes.
Marcus finds his childhood. The two of you walk through the gate until you come to this small pocket in the lower city that is there's almost like this unspoken rule in this region that this is a residential area that will not allow any weirdness, any outside elements to interfere. This is actually one of the calmer spots of the lower city. And there are a couple of smaller houses, some of which look to be a little bit worse for wear, until you come to a greenhouse. It's not large by any means. It's got a small patch of grass just out front with a stone walkway that leads to the door. And even though it looks like nobody's been here in some time, it still looks well kept. And I'll say for Marcus, you feel this crispness in the air when you look at it, because it is almost exactly as you remember it. And as you approach, do you say anything?
Are there... So you said no one's living there, but it's been upkept?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Marcus is gonna step up to the house, take a kind of a deep breath, and his mind is gonna start filling with memories long locked away, long hidden away in his mind, a childhood that never got to be, and parents whose faces he's forgotten, but whose souls are still like ghosts in the back of his mind. I think he's just gonna, under his breath, just say, "Oh, Lathy, I want to thank you for taking this weary traveler and helping him find his old home. Guess you can't go back home, huh?" He's going to take one little moment just to hope beyond hope and just kind of shout, "And anyone around? Anyone here?"
You can hear movement coming from inside as you can hear what sounds like a normal footstep and what sounds like something else accompanying it. The door slowly does open, and there is an older looking gentleman. He's got a little bit like a week or two's growth of 5 o'clock shadow. It is a very much salt and pepper, just as his hair, which is sort of thinning and sort of pushed back. You can see that they have and it just you being a warrior, you recognize a battle scar anywhere. You see just this jagged line that kind of goes over their right eye, and the iris is cloudy. You're pretty sure that that eye is not seeing as well as the other. And simple clothes, but you can see that they are leaning on what looks like an old staff. One of their legs is partially a prosthetic. It looks like a mixture of wood with some bits of metal, nothing fancy or extraordinary or anything like that, but he sort of peers out.
Hello? May I help you?
Fuck me, I didn't think anyone was here. Yeah. Bonjour. Bonjour, mon ami. C'est my name. Yeah, I was wondering, are you the resident of this here household, you?
He looks back at the house and then looks back at you.
I'd say so. Been here for a good few years now.
Oh, good for years. About how long you think? Like 30, 40 years?
More like 20.
20. Out of curiosity, do you ever have a little rapscallion of a kid, you? Young?
Oh, no.
Kid?
Unmarried myself. I used to serve here in the gate. But after one too many fights, I got a little sloppy and I was forced into retirement, so I found a home here, and that's where I am. So, is everything all right?
Everything is poetic, mon ami. This house used to be my old home back when I was a kid, and see, I had to leave real early, and never got the chance to say goodbye to this old home. And so, I was just hoping, former owner to current owner, maybe I could just kind of give it a farewell.
One moment, please, come inside. It's
Oh, I don't want to impose. I don't
comfortable. I'm asking you, just come. Stop being so polite. And he just turns.
I think Winnie was hanging back, probably at like the beginning of the walkway. And as she watches this interaction, she just like sort of quietly steps forward, especially as Marcus starts deferring. She just sort of pushes her hand in the small of his back, get him to step forward.
The minute your hand touches him, it's like electric, and his body almost kind of straightens up a little bit. Thank you, Moshri.
Do you want me to stay outside?
Nope, I'm being invited inside. I gotta go, so here I go. And Marcus is gonna slowly start to take the man's offer and enter the house.
Winnie will follow.
PJ, I would like for you to describe what Marcus remembers of this entry room. I'm guesstimating it's probably like entry room with like kitchen or dining room table with a kitchen attached to it, but yeah, I'm curious.
I think his memories are going to start forming senses. The first thing he senses is smell. Food. Amazing food being cooked. Rich flavors. Bold palates just filling the air. The kind of amazing food that hangs on the furniture for weeks after you cook it. And he remembers that. He remembers sticking his nose in this big plush green couch, and he could still smell it as a kid. That sense memory is still there. The food. And the green couch, like a deep forest green. A lot of green. The chairs were green. The couch was green. There was a green rug, and it all looked brown, orange, and green. It was very cozy. And a fireplace with a bookshelf, but the fireplace wasn't real. Sometimes it cast an illusion spell for the coziness. He remembers a ball. His favorite toy as a kid. He would play with it for hours on the floor. Red leather ball that could just barely bounce. Wooden floorboards, wooden walls, polished banister going to the second floor where everyone slept. And a view straight through. The door would open, everything would just be visible until you could see the backyard. All one shot. All one home. All one space. Coat racks. Cloaks. Trinkets. Holy effigies. Things at the time were just bits and baubles, like beads. And now as a grown man, he's remembering the holy symbols, the liturgies, the gold, the faith, the love. That when you're a kid is just surrounding you, that you take for granted because it's just mist. It's just new. It's not real yet. He sees the ghost of the child that he never got to be.
When you enter across the threshold, you can spot that a lot of these furniture pieces remain. But over the years, have been a little bit worse for wear. The holy symbols are gone. The small trinkets that are so uniquely your family, gone. But this individual, this elderly gentleman, kind of moves down the stairs and he's holding a box. And he sets this box on the table. I didn't want to pry into what happened with the previous tenants, but when I came upon this place, it was abandoned. It seemed whoever once lived here left in a bit of a hurry, but I did find a few things that it seems that they had left. Inside this box, you see a few old drawings, little doodles from the hand of a child, doodles of a family. You can see that there is an old, tattered leather bracer that looked, at some point when it was first purchased must have been expensive. This was very well made, but now with age, without proper care, it's really just a piece of leather. You find an earring, a little bit faded, can use a little bit of rejuvenation, but it's just a simple silver chain with a red gem right at the very edge of it, so a little bit of a chain. And then you find an old leather ball.
I thought it wrong to just simply toss these things. These things seemed important, and judging from your expression, I think these would be important to you. So
I got a very weird question to ask you. Mr. Old Man,
Mhm.
when you got this house, did they tell you the name of the family that live here?
No, he just said it was not in use.
Okay. Yeah. I used to be the boy that grew up in this house a long time ago. I had to go away, and I was just really hoping there was one last bit of something, but I guess that's the beauty of moving forward. You don't got to worry about what's behind you, and now I don't have to worry about this anymore. So, but I will take that box off your hands if you let me.
Oh, of course. And if there's anywhere else you'd like to I suppose check if there's anything else of yours or your family's, by all means. I'm just.
You know, I like that. Where did you find that box? Was it hidden under a bed or like a floorboard?
Oh no, the box was just something I had. I collected these things within the first few months of me becoming acclimated.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'd like to kind of take a walk around, do a proper goodbye.
Of course.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. And Marcus is just gonna like give him a gentle pat and start walking upstairs to see if he can find his old bedroom.
You make your way up the stairs, and there were a total of 3 rooms. One belonging to your parents, one being a pseudo guest room, but let's face it, it also kind of doubled as a storage room for some of the stuff that you guys had. But then the room at the end of the hall, that was your room. And as you step in, almost in an unfortunate parallel, you step into this room, and instead of seeing your bed, maybe your chest of drawers, maybe the spot where your clothes were kept, or any of your trappings or toys, you see old war gear. You see crates of what look to have been arms, short swords, a long sword. There's a spear leaned against the corner of the room. You see a few sets of armor. And the window, while looking a little clouded, it's clear that nobody's been in this room in a little bit. The curtains still have that warm, almost rose-like red to them, if it's a little faded and a little gray.
Marcus, being like 6'9", 7 feet tall at this point, he's going to have a hard time getting into the room and just be blown away by how small it is now to him. And there's going to be a mixed emotional reaction. He loves this place. This was his childhood home. This was his bedroom. This was his world. And then seeing the war gear, seeing a reminder of what he was forced to be in one space. Not a child, but a soldier. Really rubs him the wrong way. It takes him a second to kind of figure out what that word is or the feeling he has. And he walks out. He does a quick look around and heads back downstairs.
Okay. Make me a perception check.
Total of 16.
With a 16, as you go to exit the room again, your shoulder kind of like bumps into the door frame again. And as you kind of look down to kind of maneuver your way back out of this room, you spot something. In the corner, right next to the closet door, there is a small piece of crumpled paper, cakes of dust upon it. And as you unravel it, you kind of open it up just out of curiosity. PJ, I would like for you to give us Marcus's actual last name, because it is going to be another family portrait with a label at the top, written in a hand that was definitely not yours.
His full name. Marcus Marin Malville.
You see the label, the Malville family.
He's gonna fold the paper, brush off some of the dust, tuck it into his jacket. Gets the box, leaves the house. He thanks the old man profusely. Says, listen, you did a really kind thing for me. And I'm on this whole new path journey of my life, and I just want to give and give and love and love. And next time I'm in town, if you're still kicking, dinner and drinks on me, okay?
If I'm still kicking, what does that mean?
Well, not for nothing, old man. You only got one leg. I don't know if you can kick me with the other.
Who says I have to kick you? I have a cane right here.
Marcus.
Oh, I'm just being a little ornery, SOB. I'm sorry. I'm just wildcatting.
You like, you just feel this like right into your shoulder with the staff. I recognize a battle buddy when I see one.
Yes, sir, soldier. We know our own. We do, brother. All right, so I gotta go, but you did me a solid, and I just want to thank you for that. Yeah.
Just
all right.
Whatever happens, just be careful.
I'll do my best, and keep a lookout for old Marcus Malville. All right, I'll be coming back for you.
Wish you would. He closes the door.
It's just standing there.
Yeah, just give me shit. And as he does, I just kind of like pat it twice, like wait, it's like you're good, and I hit the road. And I show Winnie the paper.
Melville. Marcus Melville.
I got a middle name too.
Oh, do you know? Do I get that, or are you going to make me guess?
Oh, I point. I got 3 names, yeah. I usually only get 1 in a title. I mean, I got a lot of nicknames, but I got 3 names.
Marcus. What's the middle name again?
Marin.
Marcus Marin Malville.
Name so good. Name was so good.
Oh, well, now if Faye knows your full name, Marcus Marin Malville. And as she says your full name, you feel like that little like tingle in the lizard brain, because if Faye has your full name.
Ooh, and I smiled back to you. I'm like, and the devil has yours, Winifred Elodie Fithiak.
You gotta say it right first, love.
Oh, no, I got it on paper. That's all I need. I'm a devil, me. I got everything I need on paper. You gotta know. Oh, I just get a secretary for me.
And when he's gonna, as we're walking back to the high hall, she is gonna pause, like take Marcus's hand, just make him stop walking.
He stops.
Are you all right?
You know, mostly it hurts. I was kind of hoping to see my parents, but it's like when you break a bone, you don't set it right, and you walk on it your entire life, and then suddenly the bone finally clicks back into place. Hurts, but it's a good hurt, yeah.
I think I understand something about that.
I think we all kind of understand a little bit about that, don't we?
The picture on it, does it have the whole family, Cujo?
It does.
I can't do it today. I used everything that I've got, making sure those who needed to rest found their rest. But when he kind of taps the parents, the family on that photo, if they are still on this plane, there's a chance I could see where they're at. If that's something you want. If this was a goodbye you needed and you don't want to go looking, that is fine. But it's an offer.
Well, there are two things I'll know for sure. I know that terrifies me. That terrifies me. And I know that if that scares me just a little bit, it's something I ought to do. So, when we save the world, we gotta go find my parents, because they gotta be at the wedding, Shell.
And he blinks. Wedding?
I mean, I don't want to go supposing or nothing, but, well, you said if I was gonna die, you bring me back from death and kill me again. That's pretty much I'd do if I ever heard one.
Oh God, you're serious.
I just want to spend time with you until we don't got that time. Whatever that look like for you, I'm more than happy. But if you don't, that's okay.
Winnie grabs both sides of Marcus's face and kisses him in the middle of the street. If we survive this. Yeah.
Ooh, I feel real proper too. Get a ring and everything. Don't you worry. I no, I'm already giving away a surprise. Just know that you are the first thing on my mind, and you're the first thing in my heart. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. All right, no more of this. You'll make me redder than the sun if we keep this up. All right, so no more blushing.
Already red.
That's what I'm saying. I can't get more red, but Lord knows Lathy's gonna find a way. So no.
Oh, I don't think it's Lathander you'll have to worry about. Malville.
I don't know what you mean by that, yeah. I don't even have a clue. Listen, Malville, who he's some guy. It's
when he takes him by the hand and starts dragging him back towards the high hall.
And he
grinning.
Just, his whole body just kind of goes limp, and he's like, I'm just gonna keep talking fool. Please take me anywhere else but here.
So at some point, as you're walking back, you would get the ping once you get back into the radius that he has. It's ready. I don't know where you all went or how long you're going to be out, but I think we're all good to go.
We're on our way back right now.
Oh, okay.
Really, really fast, just for Marcus will remember this moment. The leather bracer in the box, because I definitely stole that box. Took it, didn't steal it. Does the leather bracer look like it would fit my forearm or like my wrist at all?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Marcus will remember this. Okay.
Well, our second chances regather at the High Hall. Marcus now armed with a strange new bracer and some memories. But is there anything else you wish to do before you leave Baldur's Gate?
If we don't heck and get out of here.
It's nothing that has to be role played. I will say that Winnie sends some of the samples from the Feywild, not the crazy ones, but some of the benign plant matter. She has a messenger send it to Roland at Sorcerer's Sundries because she did promise that she would send him any weird shit that she found on her travels, just in general.
Just know that Roland will receive that and then see. I assume there's some sort of letter that's accompanying it.
Fae always keep their promises. Winnie.
He is going to take that letter and just put it in like his mantle. Anyway, the teleportation circle will activate, and everybody will feel that shifting around them. Teleportation circles are wonderful in that they help with the expediency of travel. However, there's a little bit of a lurch that happens. As you stand in the circle, the world around just sort of ripples and shifts. It's almost as if you're seeing the waves in water grow more and more until the details of your surroundings dissipate and are instead replaced by something else. The temperature rises. I'd say a solid 20 degrees. You feel this energy wash over you as the rippling around the circle starts to slow. And instead of being in the High Hall, you are somewhere else. Now, if I recall correctly, you guys have a teleportation circle in your bastion.
Sure do.
Yep.
It is within the. It's connected to the arcane study in the library.
Because we got a whole ass library.
Yep.
There is a little bit of a like as your whole system is reintroduced to the new area that you're in. You have arrived in the bastion in Elturel.
I think there's a level of once we land, we didn't get picked up, but once the shift is finalized, you all almost feel a pressure as if you're being prevented to move for a second, as Leo just wants to make sure that this is the intended destination before anything else happens. And once he realizes it is the bastion, that kind of pressure is released. You could have always moved, but you could tell there was almost like a wait. Hold up for a second.
Did we get a telepathic mom arm?
Yeah, you got
the soccer mom save?
Just a little bit, just like wait.
We got Leo armed.
Just hit me.
Because the last time we shifted somewhere, it was not what we expected, nor did we expect to go there to begin with. Yeah, once that's. Why is it so hot? Okay, this is Elturel. Forgot the Inferno.
You can see an individual walk past. They have cleaning supplies, and it is a huge hulking orc, tusks protruding from their lower lip, and they sort of look at the teleportation circle, see you all. Oh, hello. And he just starts cleaning the windows.
I would be a human Leo as well.
Okay.
Okay, it's still standing. Good.
Were you concerned? We've only been gone for like 8, 12, 4, 5 or 6 days.
Listen, entire character arcs can happen in 3 days. So, like, really.
It almost feels like it's been 1 calendar year, more than me. I don't know what you're talking about, you.
I hope it wasn't that long. We were very specific about coming back in no time. So, yes.
Whew. Oh,
Tony?
God, my garden.
As you all enter, you can see that there are some additional individuals who are actually working to make sure the bastion is kept well. And Leo would be able to tell, without even a second's consideration, that these are individuals that Granny sent. These are some of the Ember Blades. These are members of the city, some of the less savory folk who accepted a job to come and make sure that the bastion was kept up nicely in your
Granny.
absence.
Like there's a moment as he's about to be like, "Oh, Basu, you've never been. Is that Ragland? What does he do? Okay. Oh,
What? Someone say my name.
hello.
Oh, hi, Leo. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna work on this vase. It looks great.
Thank you. Welcome to the Bastion.
Whoa, thanks. This place is huge.
Yes.
Right?
It's kind of nice.
We inherited a whole damn fortress. Huh.
Inherited? It was more like we kind of liberated it from a bunch of assholes.
Yeah, that
no,
one.
You're not wrong. There. You're not wrong there. Winnie's gonna rifle through the bag of holding and pull out the thing of antidotes. Bossy, I think I could use your help. Would you mind coming down to my workshop?
Yeah, you got it.
3 knocks at the front doors to this bastion.
Y'all want me to open that?
To someone who's been here, has anyone else knocked?
Oh, you've had visitors from the city's leaders come by for the last couple days. Granny says that you're on your way back at some point, but they seem to wish to speak. That must be them. Shall I arrange an introduction for you?
As long as you're sure.
I suppose so. Yeah, we might as well just go meet him, I guess. Yeah. Let's go.
Oh, guys, do we gotta play diplomat? That's not my speed.
Oh, I got that. Don't worry.
You got it. Well, must sit back and look pretty.
I mean, Winnie's a better talker, but this is, if it's just nobility stuff.
I was going to say, I think I can talk pretty well out of my arse, but you're the one who knows bureaucracy.
Tag team.
Tag team.
As you all open the front doors, you see 4 individuals standing before you. One of which is to all except Basu, is a familiar-looking halfling woman. She stands with her baker's apron on. She's got the 2 braids that come down to the side of her face, big glasses, and a very warm expression on her face. You see a tiefling woman wearing a stunning black, almost midnight blue gown with, almost like a golden skin and silver eyes, and her horns come up and extend out. You see several of those little trinkets and adornments on them. You see another tiefling, a little bit more Marcus themed. This tiefling stands in full armor that looks like it's a hodgepodge of multiple different sets. There is one horn that extends out like the limb of a dead tree, and there is what looks like a makeshift eye patch that goes both over an eye and where the other horn should be coming from. This is a one-horned tiefling. And the fourth, as known by everyone here except for Basu, is a tabaxi gentleman.
Oh,
Bit of a fluffy gray cat, sharp, bright blue eyes, with a rapier at his side and a sort of single off-the-shoulder cloak. Yes, Laura?
Chronicler.
Yes.
Did Winnie not say that if she saw Gable again, it was his ass?
Oh, more than that. Udazash said the next time she saw Gable, she was gonna kill him.
Oh, go ahead.
And Winnie's not in the telepathic bond right now because you're still under non-detection. So in the telepathic bond, you all hear Udazash say, "Can I kill him now or should I wait until everybody leaves?"
As you say that.
In the telepathic bond. To everybody.
Yeah. In your telepathic bond. There's a small sparkle in Gable's eyes as he smiles warmly. But the halfling woman, for Basu, speaks up and says, "Welcome back, everyone." And she immediately walks up and gives a waist hug around Leo.
He doesn't try to, but when he reaches out, he levitates Granny out the bed to bring her in. And Basu, you would see the affection that he has for Granny is, if not equal to the affection he has for his own mother. As he gives her a big hug. He doesn't even care that tabaxi fuck is here right now. He's so focused on Granny for a second. So even the telepathic bond stuff is not even being registered to him right now because that's just not, it's such a non-factor. As he hugs and keeps her too close. Oh, I felt like it's been so long. Oh my God, I'm so sorry I didn't get back to you.
Fine. No, it's only
Hello,
been
Granny.
a few days, love. Hello, Winifred. Wonderful to see you. Utazash, your scales are looking beautiful.
Hi,
Marcus,
Granny.
those muscles I didn't think could get any bigger. And
This is Basu.
and you.
Hi, Grady. I've heard a lot about you. I'm Basu Brightball.
Oh.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you as well.
He's wonderful. He can make a lot of cool stuff.
He is a
Ooh.
mechanical genius, that one.
Oh, delightful. Well, welcome. If you are in with my beloved Leo, you are in with us here.
And who
There's
have
a
you brought?
scone, cookie, scone, pancake,
Scone. Cranberry. Do you have
Scone.
any of the cranberry orange ones? I was forced to eat a cookie in the Feywild to someone who claims to be the best baketress ever, and I could not agree with that.
Oh,
She
and
seems
what was
nice.
This person's name.
I quite literally refuse to remember.
She is actually going to turn and look at both Udazash and Winifred.
What was
don't
this
even-
person's name?
I don't actually. Do we actually know her name? Because I don't remember. I wasn't here for that.
It was
I would say
Granny.
Udazash should probably know.
When Granny looks at me, I've once again turned my gaze to Gable with a predatory grin. Like, oh, this is going to be fun. I look back at Granny and it turns into a warm smile. And there's a hesitation. And I say, I am not allowed to go back to the Feywild, and so I am not allowed to tell you.
Even Granny feels that. Kind of walks up and just takes your hands into hers. You are home here. We'll make
I
sure you're
appreciate that.
cared for.
I appreciate that. And I appreciate that Leo suffered very greatly to come through the Feywild and help me out. But
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad at all. I
I'm
promise.
glad that we were able to bring him home safe and sound.
Thank
And
you.
that we are back here at the bastion and safe and sound and able to bring him back to you safe and sound.
Thank you. Thank you. It's at this point that the femme tiefling says, if we don't mind, just a small bit of business to attend to, and then the reunions can continue.
Yes, the
Hello.
reunions. And I go back to predatory smile at Gable.
Gable's smile does not falter. If anything, it just extends a little too far
Honestly,
for a tabaxi.
Winnie doesn't even give him the time of day. She's looking at these two tieflings with like quiet, warm charm. It's yes, I'm so sorry. What can we do for you today?
Oh, well, it seems that
We can
you
go
have-
inside to the parlor.
Of course.
Oh, thank you.
Could we offer? Would you like something to drink, something to eat at all?
Oh, me. By all means, you are actually the guests of honor, so please do not worry about us. We actually have good news for all of you.
Oh, by
Okay.
all means.
The two tieflings enter, and then Gable just eyes all of you. Do I have permission as well?
No.
Well, in order to handle the business, you will need my seal of approval, and without it, I don't think that the meeting will go quite well, now will it?
Oh, well.
If there's something that you need to do that it requires your hand, then that will be. But we have not forgotten.
As well
Have
you
we,
shouldn't.
Shale? And I look back up to where I'm assuming Shale has like semi-followed us, but is standing somewhere because if I remember correctly, she has not. Mm-hmm. Have we, Shale?
As you sort of gesture towards her, the like oppressive heat that has been turned up starts to ebb away as you kind of get a little bit of an icy breeze. As you look back, and Shale is staring with white eyes at Gable, very much with murderous intent as well.
It's giving Storm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Gable. Shale, darling. It's all right, everyone. It'll just be a minute.
If you insist.
Shale, I made the promise that the next time I saw him, I was going to kill him.
Oh, don't worry. That promise will still stand. I'm just adding my name to the list. Such a warm welcome.
More than you
Fosu
deserve.
walks up to him and goes, all right, Gibble. Second chances, we don't forget shit, okay? Watch your ass. And then he'll walk away and telepathic bond. He'll be like, what did that guy do?
I will tell you the whole story. In the telepathic one. I will tell you the whole story another time, but basically he was the reason that Shale almost died.
Fucker. All right, I'll watch him.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
The leaders of Elturel will stand in front of you all in the parlor, and the femme presenting tiefling will say, we wanted to recognize that through your efforts, the Bright Shield and their machinations have been completely expelled from the city of Elturel. Not one who flies their banner remains in the city, and as such, the people have been able to breathe a little bit easier. With this in mind, now comes the time to officially register that this building and the surrounding area, up to a certain point, shall officially and legally belong to all of you. So, I have a document here, and I wish to have you all sign with your full names if you'd prefer, so that we can have it legally documented that you are not only the owners of this bastion, but also the heroes of Elturel.
May I see the papers?
Of course. And she unfurls this scroll and hands it to you, and it looks very well crafted. It's clearly a legal document, but there's a little bit more flair, almost like this is going to be on display somewhere.
Oh, yeah, it's one of those.
Love that.
Like some key to the city shit.
Yeah, it's so cute. Leo's a literal lord who's the son of a lady of Salt. He knows documents. He's going to go through this just to make sure there's no funny
100%.
business.
Yeah.
Give me an investigation check.
Just out of curiosity, Cujo, as they've been talking and as Gable comes in, I'm sure Gable's got a ridiculous passive deception. Anything weird coming off the two tieflings, or are they just here about regular business?
They actually
stupid ass passive.
It's really outside of Gable. Granny's disposition is like family is coming home to visit.
Oh, we're not worried about Granny.
So she's great. The two tieflings, while the one-horned tiefling looks intimidating and hulking, there is this sort of aura of respect as he stands in this parlor amongst you all. Marcus would probably be able to tell there's this small little exchange, like, if we ever fight, it's gonna be fucking great. Like, there's just this warrior's respect for each other. The Fen tiefling has a little bit more of a wise presence here. And I would say for our spellcasters, there's something in the way that she moves and presents herself that you are definitely getting some sort of sorceress or magic-y vibes from them. Even as they sort of present the document, it does float via mage hand. And similar to the other tiefling, utmost respect and very upfront with everybody here.
Cool.
Wonderful. 33.
With a 33, Jesus. Yeah, no, you look through, there's everything lines up. It is quite literally just essentially a deed to the keep and the surrounding yard to belong to you, for you to be named as owners.
Oh God, we don't have a title now, do we?
I'm gonna do something wild.
Mm-hmm.
Because we got something and I'm gonna use it. This whole time, so Leo's looking over the documentation. I think Udazash has been watching Gable and finally stops looking at him and is watching Leo look over this contract. And we've only been away from the Feywild for like a couple of hours. And so it's one of those, she's still in, we're in the Feywild moments. She can't pull herself away from it. And instinctually, she's just going to come up over to Leo and is watching him looking at everything. And then is going to lean over and go, and so what does that do right there? And when she pokes at it, she's going to cast Identify.
Okay.
Nice.
And I think it's weirdly instinctual. She doesn't actually even know that she did it, but she's gonna do it.
Your Identify spell will reveal that there is nothing inherently magical about this. You get an understanding. I'd say that the Identify spell doesn't simply identify magic items. I also like the idea that it also tells you what the item is, what its uses are, what it was made to do. So you do understand that this is the material plane's version of a deal, of a quote-unquote fey deal. But you can definitely tell that the stakes of this deal are not world-altering or life-changing. Well, depending on who you ask. This is just as presented. This is a document to sign so that whenever somebody comes by, they'll know that this place belongs to you.
Okay, I think she was looking for like literal invisible ink kinds of stuff. And yeah, she taps on it, kind of cocks her head at it. I'm pretty sure Leo probably understands what just happened quicker than Udazash in that moment.
One of my titles is Ritual Caster. And so I think there's a level of, he didn't say anything, but I think as what happens is out loud when you point at it, he goes, oh, that just pretty much makes sure that anyone who tries to claim this, on the chance that people are no longer in this space physically, we still own it in the telepathic bond. He didn't tamper with us.
No, not that I can tell.
It's just a formality. But I wanted to check anyway. But good eye.
I
did
wanted to double check, but yeah, you too.
Okay. Looking to the party out loud. Wonderful. This is sure. And I'll actually be the first to sign. Do I sign Leopold Guthmere? Yeah, I do.
Okay.
This, as they're reviewing this, I think Winnie's been talking to the two tieflings. Listen, we've got the high charisma caster, baby. She's working the crowd. There's already a level of respect there. She is adding on her particular fey charm to ensure that, considering that we've got a detractor on their level, she just want to make sure that these two tieflings just really appreciate the party. Like, obviously they've come to understand that we are meant to have, I guess, dominion, if you want to say that, over this particular piece of property. Just wants to let them know that if you need anything in the future, we are going to be traveling in and out a lot. But it's been introducing herself, all that shit.
Okay. You learn that the femme tiefling, their name is Thera.
Thera.
And the mask-presenting tiefling is Fenris. Both of them engage in conversation. I'd say probably Thera more than Fenris. Fenris just, right, of course, yes, that. Like, just a lot of those. Like, he's kind of going through the motions a little bit, but it's not out of disrespect. Thera engages a little bit more. And in that small conversation, as everybody starts, for those who choose to, sign, she is actually going to mention that this was Gable's idea.
Really?
Yes, he seemed quite adamant that this be, known that this belongs to you. What? But
we know Gable is a fiend.
We know that Tabaxi is not his actual form, but we don't know what he is, unless it is. I'm pretty sure we learned that was more of it's not a illusion, but there's more to it.
He's undead. I'm trying to remember what we learned he was.
There's a vibe, and it's weird.
Yeah.
So, does everybody sign the deed?
I think upon hearing that, Winnie just kind of blinks, and she's got that like sweet doe-eyed expression that she can just kind of slip on. because that's what's expected. And she looks, really? Gable, that is so uncommonly kind of you.
Oh, well. I suppose I just found a warm spot in my heart. I couldn't resist.
Is that so? Is he fucking lying?
I'm gonna ask you to make me an insight check.
You just ask the human lie detector to make a roll. Okay.
I mean, he's also a really good deceiver, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? You're not wrong.
He's a cat.
Okay. Oh, that was almost. That's a 28.
No, it's not. Add a D10.
Jesus.
Here we go.
We just said tag team.
Yep. I mean, we're all
Fair.
in on this. We know.
That's a 1 on that, so that's 29.
Oh, it's actually a 4 on that. Sorry, because Psionic Surge allows me to treat any psionic die between 1 and 3 as a 4.
Jesus Christ!
Marcus had
Don't
something
play
too.
with me.
What you got,
Also-
Marcus?
Out of curiosity, did you roll that with advantage?
No.
Would you like to roll that with advantage?
Sure.
I'm just gonna loom over and also stare at him as I have also insight.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Let's go fuck that cat.
That's a natural 20.
Yes.
Get on.
Get wrecked. So 29.
40.
I just wrote the phrase "Gable gets read by Winnie" in the book.
Yeah.
Red to fucking Phil.
Listen, to be fair, I know we're being a lot, but the last time we saw him, he did some
No,
Danish
you're good.
shit. And
Yeah, no, he
his
tried to get
leadership in
2 of
Elturel.
us killed.
We don't forgive that easily.
Nope.
Yeah. So that's a total of 33.
Okay. He is not lying. There's a flicker of respect. You don't see a flicker of regret or sadness of what happened. You definitely get the impression with your natural 20, this individual thrives on business. And while sometimes you do have to make business decisions that screw over partners and potential, future compatriots and whatnot, none of it is meant with malice. It is purely just a transaction. Now, the thing you also pick up is even he knows, yes, it's shitty. Yes, I've earned this. Yes, I'm sure I'm gonna get killed. Whatever. Like, he's accepting your ire for him and making no attempts to say you shouldn't be feeling this way about me. He knows who he is. He knows how he operates, and he understands. It sucks.
I think, honestly, at the end of the day, Winifred is a fake creature. Contracts and deals are part and parcel of her fucking makeup. So she just kind of looks, she makes eye contact with Gable and she nods. Again, still that sweet doe-eyed expression. And under that, for a very brief and very blink and you miss it kind of a second, I think Gable sees just how deep and dark that well of hers is. She looks so young and so sweet-faced, and there is still something ancient behind her eyes.
Love what you've done with your hair.
Thank you. I think it was time for a change.
It looks good. Now, does everyone sign the deed?
Basu will not.
Thera. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, since Winnie can't communicate in the telepathic bond, she will make eye contact with the rest of the party and just give a single nod in that we're fine.
Udazash will sign, and then while everybody else ponders or signs, we'll go over to Basu. You know you have a home here, right? I know we just arrived, but we've been talking about it, so.
Yeah. I know I have a home here. And with you guys. This place is new to me. I didn't help this place at all. Just doesn't feel right. Not yet.
Okay. Well, when you change your mind, we can always add you, but I think you helped us, and this is our place, so you should add your name now, but if you decide to add it later, that's okay too.
Maybe a type.
Whatever you feel comfortable with, Basu.
We're still
Very
giving you
exciting
a
for you
very,
guys,
very,
though.
we're still giving you a very, very big room.
That's all I can ask.
Well, the deed is completed. The leaders all give their regards. And something happens. It happened when Basu was told that he has a home here. Something materializes out of thin air and lands on one of the tables in the parlor. It is a beaten up metal box with a hefty lid on it that has a little label on it. One of those little, like, almost like it's like a Christmas gift, like you're open to see who it's to, who it's from, whatever. And it says, to Basu from Cruzara. And here is where we're going to go to break.
That's my backstory.
So, to everybody in chat, stick around, get yourself a drink, get yourself a snack, take your medicine if you haven't. We'll be back in about 10-ish minutes, but be nice to each other and we'll see you then. Be right back, everybody. Hello and welcome back, everyone. So, the 4 leaders of the city are still inside, but they were sort of on their way to the door when this mysterious box landed heavily on one of the nearby tables, seeming parcel addressed to Basu from Cruzara, Basu's long-lost sister. Lost in that she's... Sorry.
But you said there's like a little tag, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like her handwriting?
Yes.
It just showed up out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's scared to touch it.
Great. Because something gets appearing out of nowhere magically in the bastion. There's an immediate wall of forces just around it, or something. That's just immediately like, whoa, what's happening?
Whoa.
Did you have something delivered?
No.
What's wrong, love?
It says it's from my sister.
Your sister.
She's gone.
Oh.
It's written in her hand.
Ritual caster identify.
Sorry.
I can do one ritual immediately.
Yeah, no, just my brain went to LARP mode with the quickness.
Oh, fair. Yeah. Death.
Yeah. Lightning bolt.
Heal.
I might cast your stun.
You identify that this parcel has a little bit of lingering magic that is now wearing off. This was a specialized delivery that was kept in a pocket dimension until a certain condition was met. If you want to dig further, I will ask for an Arcana check.
Yeah. I will say, like, as Marcus, as Basu looks scared, and I don't like Basu being scared. Leo doesn't like Basu being scared. I don't think anyone likes Basu being scared. So seeing that energy, I mean, there really was like a but one, hold on. And with the identify, you will see some of that purple skin show. Everything else is still human, but some of that purple does show just for a moment, just so he can be in his truth. And I will do that Arcana check.
Okay.
But he will say, in another dimension. That's strange. Well, I need to use my Leo dice.
Doesn't seem any less sketchy to me.
25.
Okay. With a 25.
Flash of Genius.
Okay.
For 30. It's my last one.
Okay.
Good one to
Well,
do
that's
it
a
on.
failure. No, I'm just kidding. With a 30 combined with your identify, the trigger was once Basu had a home.
Ouch.
This would be delivered.
Oh.
Ouch.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Your identify spell with a 30 will also tell you that this is a much more advanced version of the sending spell. It has been severely modified and altered to allow for an object to be sent, but also to wait for the right moment.
Conditional, basically like contingency, that energy.
Yes.
How big is the box?
Question.
It's really not that big.
Okay.
It almost looks like a hat box.
How heavy is the box?
I mean, you pick it up and like it did have that initial thunk.
Yeah.
But you have your wall of force around it.
No, but yeah, once I've realized a truth of it, and I'm not touching it just yet either, it would just start to lift if it's light enough. If it's super heavy, then I couldn't.
Yeah, it's light enough.
Okay,
it's light enough.
Great. Yeah, it'll kind of float, not necessarily to me, but it'll float close. Basu, this might actually be from your sister. Contingencies are a weird thing. It's time magic, but also not time magic.
Okay. It's safe?
I didn't get anything wrong or corrupt from it.
Okay. I think Basu's robot arms will spring out and they will grab the base of the box and bring it closer to him, and then he'll use his real hands.
You don't have to open it here if you don't want to.
I don't want to think about this longer than I have to. And I'm going to open it.
You open it and see inside that there are a couple pieces of cloth, a little darkened with what looks like oil stains and whatnot that cover, as you kind of gently peel them apart, like a circlet of pure gold, and in the center is a diamond, and there is a note in her handwriting that says, "Put me on."
And he'll just put it on.
The moment it fits, you'll feel, and everybody else will see, this little glow come from the diamond as it emits a little bit of light, and slowly forming is what looks like a major image, but it's a little stuttery at first. As you can see, slowly apparating into view is Cruzara. See if this work.
I hope it's fine. I don't really. Wait, hold on. Oh, did I get it? Okay, I got it. Hi. This is not really what I expected. I don't know how much time has passed. We're still here in the mines. But I wanted to do something because things are starting to get a little scary here. And that was to first off tell you a couple things, and then offer this circlet that is around your head. I called it the Bright Bolt Hope. I'm getting a little antsy, Basu. I'm starting to. I'm really starting to feel the pressure on us to make sure that we're doing what Gortash wants with these Steel Watch, and I don't know how long I have before I'm gonna do something potentially stupid, and it's gonna end up maybe taking me away from you. So I just wanted to say a couple things in case it does. Do you remember when we were kids and we would tell those stories and play those games that you always looked at me like I was the hero? The only reason I could do those things is because you were there. You're ingenious, and you are my favorite person I've ever met, and probably ever will be. I mean, let's be honest. We're Bright Bolts, we're kind of the cream of the crop, right? But I just want you to know that if anything happens to me, that I need you to know that you're just as much of a hero as you think I was. And no matter what, even if I'm somewhere else, I love you with everything I am. This is supposed to arrive
I hope it's gonna arrive at a good time. I was gonna use it, but I want to make sure that you have it just in case, because I think you could put it to some better use than I can right now. I don't really have the materials to do much with it, but if you're receiving this, it means that you have found some sort of home for yourself. And I want to make sure that you're strong enough and that those around you know that if they come for you, they're going to be met with some real hard fights. So, I'm also going to keep this message on here just in case you need to hear from me or anything. So, I love you, brother. And
I love you too.
I know whatever happens next, you're gonna do something great. We just gotta get out of here first. So, I'll see you on the other side. And she ends up and manipulates the thing in that image. Fades.
God. She was smarter than me too.
Well, then you should believe what she says.
Hair.
Yeah. Pretty lucky. Wow. Finally feels like I could say goodbye. You know, I don't even know when she died. I don't know how long I was working on those machines while she was gone. But I'm a bright bolt. And we persevere. I'm really lucky, despite everything, and thank you all to get me to this point and show me who I really am. I'm ready to show the world what bright bolts can do.
I don't think we showed you anything, Basu. I think we just helped you find the path you already knew was there.
I'm glad I didn't do it alone.
Hey, William, can I show you something? Can I show you some home?
Yeah.
Put my hands together and a bright light begins to form, and you see this crystalline, almost like a magical crystalline piece of paper. Now, when me and Olati, tied hands together and I became a paladin, I got this list. A list of names of people that might need a little help with some forgiveness, some some forgiveness or redemption. I turn it around and I say, I want you to look at that list. See if you recognize someone on there.
Put me on here.
Yeah, he points. Basu Brappo. Hero. Who just got to get out of his own damn way, him. You got to forgive yourself. Whatever all that stuff is in the past that you're carrying right now. And I think you just did that.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks for everything, guys. And if I could ask one more favor, I don't know when I'll be able to actually talk to my sister again. I know it'll be one day. And I really want to be able to tell her that I fought a dragon.
I feel like we could probably make that happen. We're gonna have to. Matter of fact. Ooh.
We should probably, and this entire time I've been actually ritual casting detect magic, so you know what that and identify to know what that circlet is.
So, detect magic gives you a little bit of abjuration. Abjuration is the supportive one. Yes, sorry,
Yeah.
brain. That is the one weak spot for me in D&D is knowing what school is what.
Oh,
Abjuration shields things.
Yep, abjuration.
all about
protection.
abjuration.
Get out of here.
Wait,
Get out of here.
Wait, there's a
Get outta here,
turtle
old man.
somewhere. I
Yeah,
hear.
hold on, I gotta go
I hear
back
a
to that.
turtle
Get out
somewhere.
of here.
I'll stick my dog on you. It's an invisible dog that kills people.
Watch a
Abjuration
one
is shielder. Evocation blows shit up. Transmutation
Yeah.
turns shit into other shit.
What's the one with the tomato? Anyway.
shot. Yeah, it's been-
So, it's a little bit of abjuration, but it's also a mixture of a couple other things. Do you cast Identify?
Before I do, like I definitely, it's more of a. Let me just make sure. I know this is from Sister, but we've been tricked before, so the detect magic just to make sure there's nothing
Been
else
through some
there.
shit.
We have.
Mhm.
But before I can, unless you want to sit down with it and understand it yourself, I can try to figure out its make. It's more than just a projection. I think that's clear. There's something protective about it.
Okay.
I mean, you understand the world of physical items more than any of us. So, if you think you can ascertain it better, then please, by all means. I just want to make sure that.
Yeah. I'll put my goggles on and dial in and cast Identify myself.
Okay. Now, I'm going to be putting this in D&D Beyond. Remind me, pester me, so that it is there.
Sure.
Bright Bolt Hope. There's a couple of features on this item. All damage coming from an artificer's constructs will gain +2 damage dice added to their base stats. This damage can also bypass resistance, and if the target is immune, they will instead be resistant to said damage.
Nice.
Identify becomes a cantrip.
Whoa.
And you
Wow.
have advantage on checks made to understand the history or lore of an item, a creature, or an environment.
Environment. Oh,
So full on legend lore.
yeah.
Full on legend lore.
Fuck yeah.
Whoa. Sick. Okay. I wrote down some notes, but I'll remind you later. Thank you.
That's
Thank
amazing.
you.
Dude, you're about to become our Swiss Army Brightbolt.
I mean, you already were, but now,
Yeah, now, yeah.
Like double.
Very nice.
yeah.
Wow. That's I didn't expect that when I woke up this morning. Seriously, thank you everyone. And I've never felt more antsy to get to work.
Winnie's gonna go up and just give Bossy the biggest, most obnoxious big sister hug. Just like squish.
All four
And
arms.
a big, obnoxious kiss on the temple. Speaking of work, would you like to pull apart some plants with me?
Yes. I've already made a couple of things, and Clippy can run it all, who's had some experience with it. So let's get that all together.
Ooh, also, speaking of work, can I actually impose upon you for one thing?
Yeah, totally.
So he's going to start kind of fussing at some leather straps on his arm and undo a bracelet. And he goes, so I just kind of inherited this from my father. Yeah, whole story, but I guess he wasn't really around to take care of this much, and it means a lot because it's the only thing of his I got, and if I had to think of one person who could make something and repair it or make it even better, well, I think it's you, little brother. So what do you say?
I would be honored.
And I would be honored to scratch your name off my list.
Udazash, I know that we have all of the information from the temple, and also we have some books to read. Granny, I'm going to stop by the bakery probably later.
Of course. Anything you all need, just stop by.
Thank you, Granny. It's lovely to see you again.
Oh, it's so nice to see you too, Winnie. And as she turns, she stops for a second and then looks back at Mishka and Kellen. I'm glad you went with. And she leaves, and Mishka and Kellen kind of do the like, no. But business time.
Do this!
We wanted to go down the list of things you guys wanted to do in the Bastion before beginning your journey south towards Athkatla. So let's start with the tomes, because you guys have mentioned the tomes.
Okay.
I will tell you, just for ease, because it's been 8 days, it's been long enough, and all of the things in between the cities, blah, blah, blah. By the time you guys get to the city, those tomes will be in effect. That being said,
By the time we get to which city? Would you?
by the time you guys get to or Athkatla, you guys will have that in effect. That being said, Leo, you had something that you had messaged me about.
Yeah.
I would like to give the spotlight to you.
Okay. Timey-wimey doesn't really matter in this moment because we're kind of doing all the things. At some point, while Udazash and Lee are going through not just the tomes, but all the things, do you understand how powerful these books are, Udazash?
I think Udazash is doing that moment in where she's been reading and reading and reading and reading and has stopped and is just like 1,000 yards staring at the same page for about 5 minutes. Yes, no, maybe. I don't, what? Kind of.
If you were in a university and you needed to study all of the curriculum in a setting, you could get that out of a book like this. There's a lot of information and it's easily ingested. It takes some time, but it's still just, these are kind of students and teachers and professors. I'm sure even Gideon, or Mr. Gideon, he would call him actually, I think. Even Mr. Gideon probably would love to get their hands on something like this. So the fact that we have it is suddenly there's a ping and Basu would get, you want to join us for book club? I have a thought.
Book club, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always down to study.
I just feel like we shouldn't let this just be for the two of us, if possible. And throughout some time, through the readings and within the bond, there's going to be intentional sharing of the things that Leo's reading, the things that Udazash is reading with Basu. I said it's not fair to be one of the two endcasters here, and only one of the endcasters gets to get access to this book. So Basu, you will be able to choose either a +2 to your int from the int book, a +2 to your dex from the dex book, or if you want, a +1 and a +1. you're going to effectively be reading with us to get that. You're one of the only people who haven't really had a stat boost raise. So I was like, I don't want you to miss this. So you'll be able to choose that however you want to. You don't have to make the decision now. And it doesn't get applied in with the books. Yes, the books can put you above 20.
Okay. Yeah.
Ask me how I know.
It's one of the few. It's one of the few ways that you can go above 20. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. It boys for life, man. It's all it.
I didn't know what you would want. I was like, I want to be fair, but
I appreciate it.
I think there's just a moment of as you're reading it, it's almost like for a moment when you blink, you're looking in Leo's vision. For a moment, you blink, you're looking Udazash's vision, and you're just sharing all of the information that we're getting. It's really meant for one person, but with the telepathic energy and the manipulation of the psionic power that he has, he's allowing you to get some of that latent energy as well. So yeah,
Book
club.
Hell yeah.
Book club.
Oh, it's a really big word. Why do they put that many big words in here? Anti-establishmentarian. Does it say Wong?
Wong.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
It will never die.
For a book that is supposed to be about moving faster, there are very few pictures. It is a lot of words to describe pictures. You would figure there would be more pictures, like diagrams and things. I have to think very hard about the pictures of words.
Well,
we'll describe it over and over.
We can think with you.
It is helping. No, absolutely. Like you're helping a lot to being able to picture the words, because it's yes. But it is a lot of picturing words into pictures of words that I'm picturing.
You know, you would have done really well if you went to school.
I did. I just was not in a classroom in a university.
Oh. There's schools in the Fae?
Yes, but it was with a tutor or a single person that I learned from. I had many teachers.
The Feywild has academia.
I don't know if you would call it that, but I had to learn all my skills from someone. I just did not go to like a class. I just learned from people, like the Winnie's father. I did not learn from him, but other people who were very, very, very good at what they did. I studied and learned from them.
Oh, that's fair. I mean, learning is not necessarily a material thing. I just never thought there were like schools and.
You suddenly interested in the Feywild now again?
I hate.
Kellen slowly, just like from off screen, slowly disappears, book in hand.
I think Winnie's in the garden, and it's like her she starts, like, her nose starts itching. It's like, who's talking shite?
Udazash actually pushes the book away for a second and looks at Leo and says, "Well, you said that you when you were learning magic for a while, you were learning a wizard type magic, and so you had to learn the somatic and all that kind of stuff, and so that you can like read that, but that's the kind of thing that like you have to practice, right? You have to do all the movements.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. There's only so much you can read. You have to actually just like go and practice. And same thing.
True.
Yeah, same thing with, and she pulls out her bow because she doesn't go anywhere without the bow. Same thing with this. You can read all you want about, shooting the bow, but at some point you have to actually shoot the bow.
No, absolutely understand the idea of studying and then practical like assessment. I'm more thinking about like you didn't have like study hall, or you didn't have like a professor, or
it was not a hall.
Midterms.
It was a study forest, and I did have a professor, but he was more of, I did not call him professor. He was more of the tutor, or he was just a teacher. What was the third thing you said?
But I'm learning more. I thought that was just a place of you think it and then chaos happens. So I guess there is more structure than I thought.
I mean, there's that too, and so sometimes it's learning how to control the structure. It's being able to picture things in your mind so clearly that you can get places. I mean, that's how I track people in the Feywild. That's why tracking people here in the material plane is so much different, because you can't just picture them and then go there. You have to know where they are and then actually physically go there.
Okay, I think I can understand that. Wonderful, yeah. Then it's just different types of studying.
Hands-on approach. I think in the material plane we call that homeschooling.
Yes.
I did not have a home though, so I had to go to someone else's forest.
It's
forest schooling.
Forest.
Yes.
Nature schooling. Nature. Okay. Girl,
what?
Oh my God, book club.
Book club gets crazy.
Next time we tell stories, I will tell you about some of the tutors that I have had that taught me about like doing some of the stuff that I do.
I try not to think about my tutors, so
yeah.
No.
But yes, we will. So see, now I'm picturing as we are traveling to Athkatla at some point, it's just going to be Leo and Udazash on separate horses reading books. Just reading books.
So that takes care of the books. What else was on your list?
Antidotes.
Antidotes.
Winifred, my darling Winifred.
Yes, my love. So we're going to Winnie's workshop. And she's gonna drag Basu along because extra brains is always great. Winnie's real good with the natural stuff. When it comes to, she does things purely by vibe for the most part. Because medicine's a wisdom stat. She's real good at medicine. That's about all she got. So, Basu, what you see is, how is the best way for me to describe it? It is somewhere between an alchemist's lab and like a druid sanctuary. There are beakers and little burners and what do you call the little stills, like set on copper stands. There are dried herbs hanging all over the place. Everything from the basics that you need for healing potions and even the occasional like bigger tier elixirs if she's got the juice. And intermingled with the like drying herbs and the stuff that she uses for components are plants. Crawling vines and like violets and just lovely little like potted house plants just all over the place. And Winnie comes in like work get up, so just back to her standard like skirt, bodice, blouse. It's all a little dirt stained and a little threadbare. She's like tying her hair back out of her face. All right.
This place is beautiful. It's
thank
like
you, love.
the Feywild in here. You gotta help me decorate my workshop because this is great. I get it. Forest class.
Forest class? What?
I'll explain later.
All right. So I need to be able to replicate these antidotes. The best way to do that is with what I've got here. On the road, I might be able to figure things out in a pinch, but if we want to have a good, high-quality shite, it needs to be done here. Any help that you can offer would be great. I'm a medic. I'm not really an alchemist.
Well, I am not a medic, but I've mixed some stuff in my day. I can replace some of these burners. I don't know what to put together, but I could maybe help you stretch it a little farther. You're going to have to measure something at some point, I think.
If I must.
Let's get to work.
So yeah. We've got how many bottles, Cujo?
I think I said six.
Six.
Yes.
Okay. I think when he wants to replicate the actual antidote, and also with Basu's help, potentially like break down the makeup and the measurements of the actual antidote. So if for some reason she doesn't have access to this lab, as long as she has some kind of tools available, she could still replicate it.
Okay. This is going to be a medicine check. I will say it's going to be with advantage. I have the DC in my head.
Guidance.
Math.
It's giving math.
It's
Giving
giving math.
guidance.
How's a 27?
27's going to do it. You successfully uncover the exact workup that you will need to produce a bottle of this antidote. In this check as well, you know that this can be applied on the skin, and it will set in, much similar to the original flower. It uses that same property and that same method of transmission. Sinks into the skin, and after a moment or two, it will then fully take effect. The original effects will have worn off, and the system will be cleansed. One bottle would provide, I'd say, 3 doses of the antidote. You have 6 bottles right now, and the material list and quantity of each material I can either send you, or we could just say, you know, the things that you will need, and you will readily have access to those as you adventure out. Yes, I will say, do you want to craft more while you are in the bastion? Is that also the intent as well?
You said 3 per bottle.
3 per bottle.
So we've got, if my math is right, 18 doses.
Correct.
Let's get 3 more bottles.
Okay. With that 27, that'll work. That won't, like, have you working into the night after you and Basu successfully deduce the formula. You are able to handle it without issue.
Yeah.
All right. So that is now 9 bottles of antidote in total.
9 bottles of antidote. And I think it's... Winnie has watched Leo and Basu put their heads together for all sorts of things that she's got an intelligence of like 10, I think, maybe 11. There are things that she just doesn't understand when it comes to the technical aspects of magic. She has never had to truly learn in the same way that Basu and Leopold have. She was given her magic. Her magic comes from her patron, from the champion. But she learned what she knows about potions and medicine and plant life and the applications with which to bolster or hinder the body. And Basu, I think you watch her just... You do have to remind her to actually measure things every once in a while.
Got numbers on this cup.
No, fine. Gods. But you watch her like precisely cut down, like the portion of a particular leaf to the millimeter without measuring. And you realize that as she pours this into the beaker you hand her, she didn't measure it, but it is exact.
Whoa. Been doing this for a while, haven't you?
Most of my life. My mother taught me. She's a healer too.
Wow. That I have to measure literally everything in my life. I measure how many steps it takes me to go to the bathroom at night. That's crazy.
There's just something about it. Maybe it's the fey nature, maybe it's the fact that I grew up half wild, but this makes sense to me.
It looks like it does. You know, I think there's a special something, and most of our crew has it when you're doing the thing you're supposed to be doing. Together. Feels right. This feels right. It feels like you. I knew this place would have been yours, even if if you didn't show me. It's great watching you work, Winnie, in this way.
Thank you for your help, Bosser.
Anytime.
Would you like to see the greenhouse?
Yes.
And when he pulls a kind of a cobbled together like mask, you're gonna want to put this on. It's a poison garden.
Oh, okay. I'm still excited.
Just don't. She hands him a pair of gloves too.
You got it.
Don't go sniffing anything too close. You waft. You don't put your face in it. Don't try to eat anything.
You got it. Look with the eyes.
And Winnie'll take him out to the garden and the greenhouse that has all of the more noxious plants.
Whoa. Awesome.
Up next, I believe Marcus had some tattoos, correct?
You know, that's right. We've been through a lot as we finally back home. I think we should get a tattoo to celebrate. So, pile is open, y'all. I think my list has a couple of names on there. Who wants to step out first?
Udazash arrives with a scroll in one hand and essentially a bag of gold in the other. Remember how you said about getting the big tattoo on my back to celebrate after things happened in the Feywild?
I do indeed.
Do you still have some of that ink that lets you do the thing and where you can cast a spell through it?
Oh, yeah, more than me. I'm covered in that ink. So, yeah, I got a little bit left behind.
Okay. I do want like a tattoo that's going to stay, but then I want like a small bit of it that is going to be this spell. And she hands you the scroll and then hands you basically whatever gold is necessary in order to pay for the material components. And the scroll is a spell of sending.
Gotcha. All right, so he's gonna prepare the station, sanitize it, especially because it's been like a week since he's been here. He's gonna prep all of his tools, and he's going to lay out the scroll and put some clamps on so he can kind of look at it. And he goes, "All right, scroll of sending you. Oh, it's been a while since we last did this. Last time I recall we did this, you put names on your arms so you won't forget them."
Yes. But now I don't have to worry about that. So we're doing something a bit different. She reaches back into her bag and she's going to pull out the mirror that Tasha gave her and place it down. And she's going to whisper into it. This is a big tree. And you'll see a massive ash-like tree appear. Something on the material plane that would look impossible, but now that you've been on the Feywild, you kind of understand scale. And she's going to basically explain that what she wants on her back, below the shoulder blades, would be some of the roots branching out, and then between the shoulder blades would be the trunk going up, and then above would be the canopy of this tree. And in the center of the trunk, basically a tree hole. And in that tree hole, just barely will be a little outline. Maybe looks like a blue dragonborn. And that little bit will be the sending spell. And she'll say, I know the rest of it is going to be pretty big, but I figured the Feywild is behind me, so I kind of figured it made sense to have it on my back, but I wanted it with me anyway.
Marcus kind of looks down at his wrist without the leather bracelet on it, and he goes, no, I understand. One little piece of the past on you. All right, well, why don't you lay down? Get real comfortable. Going to lay down on your belly, and I'm going to do this on your back. You.
Okay. And she came prepared for this to take a while, so she will not only be prepared to basically lay there for however long it's going to take, but she has come with a playlist recommendation and requests. So, because she remembers the last time where you're just like, what do you want to talk about? And she'll talk with you for a while, but then eventually she'll just start asking you, because she remembers the hellish death metal that you played, but we've been through stuff. So now she's like probing of like, so like, is there other things that you like to listen to? Have things changed since because there was like all the really big stuff from the last time, but is there other things you like to listen to? And she'll basically like probe your entire catalog of music.
You can see Marcus is kind of jamming out to your playlist. He's definitely liking a variety of sounds, right? Get something different. Now, if you had to epitomize your playlist, Udi, what's it going to be? What does it sound like?
So her taste is eclectic because she wants to listen to everything. But eventually, because this tattoo probably takes a very long time, in reality, this would probably be something she'd come back over multiple days to do. But in the world of the magic of D&D, it's not going to take several days, because why not? I think what she probably keeps coming back to is folk rock, like just enough of a jam to have a groove to it, but it's acoustic.
Gotcha. So we're talking like CCR. Oh gosh, I'm trying to think of other bands, but I'm seeing the connections there.
Yeah.
And he's kind of tapping his toe, and he's like, ooh.
Unconventional instrumentation, basically.
I like this. Yeah, no, I feel like taste says a lot about a person, but just because you grow doesn't mean your taste has to change, right? I still love my music, my metal music, but really got into silent music I used to listen to back a long time ago. It was a guy who made a deal, don't they all? And every now and then he'd come by Avernus to sing a song or two and leave. Made a deal to basically be like one of the best guitar players of all time, him. So, we'd always stop by and listen, and he'd play his tunes and he'd leave. He'd throw gold at his feet. One day he stopped coming back. That's a real shame, that, but give me some classic blues, something with a soulful guitar singing. I don't know, hits me like it never used to before. No doubt.
Now, was it the music or was it the musician. The way you talk about this artist, makes me think it was how this person played and less what they played, which sometimes that's all that matters, right? It's who, not what.
Mon ami, is always about who, right? I mean, you play this wonderful music. Could you imagine if any other band played this music? It wouldn't be the same.
True, but sometimes other people have interesting spins on things. You hear a different bard play the same song, and it's still interesting to listen to. But sometimes you can hear a song that one bard plays and is not good. It is not interesting song. Good bard, bad song.
Oh,
You hear a different bard, and suddenly it's the best song you've ever heard. It's just because that bard is just the right bard, you know?
And hey, sometimes those bars, they change, they do. You know? Well, sometimes there's one person from this one place, they got these 5 songs. And then sometimes they come back, they can't play those 5 songs no more, but they got 5 new ones. Just as good, a little different. Just as good, though. You know what I mean?
I think so, but that is never a skill I was able to do.
No, you got enough skills. I think if you get 2 more, you're gonna make it impossible. Save some skill for the rest of us, Odie. And he's just working on the tree and adding some texture and kind of stretching out the branches a bit.
Dan, I think especially after the last time, now that she knows what to expect from a tattoo, even though it's a very long time, she doesn't flinch. Even when you get close to her spine.
He will definitely check in because he's on the spine, and that's a very sensitive part. He says, just making sure. If you feel anything at all that you don't like, let me know. You need to wait or come back to this later. I can figure that out.
No, it's all good. This is okay if it's a little painful anyway.
So here you are, sitting in my chair for about 4+ hours. Put a spell on your spine. A little blue dragon under a tree. Sending stone, sending spell. Well, I don't think I'd be a good friend if I didn't ask you want to talk to.
I don't know, but I realized sometimes it's good to have a way to make sure you can get in touch with people, And that's not something I can do. So now I can if I need to, at least once. I'm going to have to get good at least once at doing the thing with the 25 words. I've watched Leo do it a bunch, and I want to be able to do that at least once really, really good.
Yeah, Leo make it look real difficult. I think if I got that spell, I would be haunted how much I messed that up. Me, jeez.
Well, and the idea is this is going to be something I need to do in an emergency, so I should have something prepared. So I'm going to have to think about it.
I know you got this. Everything's about intent. And if there's one thing I learned in the Fae, intent matters. You got it.
So, Udazash's tattoo has been completed. Is there anybody else that has a tattoo in mind that they would want to get?
I mean, PJ, I don't know how it's approached because I don't see Leo just walking into the parlor like, "Hey, tattoo me, bro." I think if anything, Leo would have like gone through and just like checked in on people as just time is going about. I think in a weird way, he's probably doing a lot of administration stuff for the Bastion right now. He's going through the rooms, doing inventory, talking to all the folks who've been hired here, making sure they got paid, all that jazz. However, Granny promised their payment, but eventually he would get to the tattoo parlor potentially maybe like right afterwards. That's just left or something. And just okay. Sorry, just checking in. Is there anything else you need for the parlor? I can get an order put in for like.
Yeah, I think we're gonna need more of that magic ink, and I'm gonna need a few more bottles of alcohol because we're gonna drink one and have a talk.
Yara, the Goliath bartender from around the corner, goes, "You need 3 more bottles of bourbon, 2 bottles of rum. Give me 1 of vodka. If you have the budget for a bottle of fire whiskey."
That's cheap.
Also,
sorry,
I'm
continue.
sorry.
I love her so
Okay,
much.
Then get the top shelf fire whiskey, I guess. I don't know.
Whatever you want. I don't do the drink thing usually, so I don't really know what. I've just always seen that flavor in my mother's cabinet, so I figured it was not hard to get.
You don't see Kellen, but you hear
Kellen! Kellen!
Somewhere in the multiverse, a pen scribbles on a book.
Yara just fucking nobles and just takes a parchment, writes down a full list, and just places it on the bar top.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah. Yara, also, could we get one of the bottles? He looks over at Leo and he's like, cheap, strong whiskey, please. And he throws her gold and he's like, I don't care if that comes out in inventory. You want to keep that gold, that's yours, but I'm gonna need a bottle.
And she fully takes the gold, produces like whiskey.
Yep. Oh, I'm thinking the real world.
Jack.
Jack. Yeah, baby, Jack Daniels equivalent. He's gonna
Listen, as long as it's not wild turkey.
I like wild turkey. Would I ever prefer it? No, but I'm not gonna turn it away.
You see Leo, you get the whiskey in the transaction, and his brain is just like, oh, okay, we need to replace that as well. So he's added that brand to the parchment to just make sure it gets to the right person. He's not thinking he's here to do a thing with Marcus. He's here to do inventory and the like. It's like
Yara actually says, you don't need to. You don't have to add that. It's I that was from my old bar that nobody drank, but we can make use of it. So you don't no.
Okay.
It's okay.
Well, sure. I mean, I've been here. I know it's been like a week or so, but still, trying to do duties.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want the whiskey? Are you tattooing him? What's happening? Am I getting the music going? What is the plan?
You know what? Leo, if you don't mind, why don't we take this in my office? You can play the music, but we're gonna be in my private office. You can do whatever you want to do.
Oh, okay, sure.
All right.
Thanks.
Yara just shrugs and just goes about her business.
So Mark is kind of like, he's got 2 glasses kept in his fingers. He's got the bottle. He kind of scoots his butt so the door opens up. You see like the nicest biker bar office you could imagine. So like biker bar, but nice. Like
Elevated biker bar.
Yeah, an elevated biker bar, like 60s chic outlaw country style. Like it's a whole mess. And he puts the 2 glasses down, pops the cork, starts spreading the drink, make sure it's even, and he has you take a seat, take a glass. He takes one. Lazare bon ton roulé, huh? Ding.
I'm drinking this?
Yes, you is. Go ahead. Let it. Okay. You don't drink it like water. You just kind of let it splash. Oh. Oh.
What is it?
Mon frère, merci, mon frère.
What is it? Oh.
Yep. It'll put hairs on your hair. That will. I'm so sorry.
I don't have hair. I'm bald.
Yeah, but we're gonna throw you some. Okay. Whew. So.
Oh.
You know where I come from.
we find this kind of helps the hard conversations, and I love you, so I want to have a hard conversation with you, Monfrey. Okay, you go for that.
Okay.
All right.
Sure. Hard conversation. Okay.
Okay. And he starts kind of like swirling and playing with his drink because he's trying to find the words, and he just kind of goes, "This Monfrey, I was there when the Kalamar attacked town. Now, I'm not an expert, but I know a couple things. I know one thing for sure and two things for true. I know that sometimes among Kalamar, they like to have the tadpoles mixed or stronger. And I love you. I fought beside you for a long time, and I feel protective of you. And it's not my place, but I do. And here's the thing. I want to see you big and strong, healthy and proud. I want to see you kicking ass. We're going to find that dude that did that to you, and we'll kick his ass 2 times. But I speak from experience. When I talk about the things we lose for power, what I had to give up to break out of a jail cell, to get away from an abusive, horrible woman, to get here, and to get to this point in my life, it's been pure luck.
One, thank you for the drink. I can't say I know why this is being brought up. What did...
I saw when we was fighting that clown in the circus, that carnival. I saw the Tabo. You talk. And here's the thing. I don't. Quick note.
Tadpole is still in Driven's skull.
Oh, and still in the skull.
The head is just being carried around.
Gotcha.
Do with that what you will.
Oh no! Thank you for the correction. I saw that you have that tadpole in that clown's head, and I have a pretty good suspicion. I know why. I'm not scared if you take it. I just want to make sure the Monfrey Leo is still here when you do. Because I lost Marcus. Deals with a devil. And you lose a lot when you give up yourself for power.
Still, thank you for drink and okay, thank you for caring. I didn't give myself up for power.
No, you didn't. Someone took you and gave you power. That's not your fault.
No,
that's not your fault at all.
No one gave me power. Someone turned me into a creature that happens to be one of the greatest and most feared aberrations in existence.
Mm-hmm.
I was 17. I don't know what's going to happen when I look into this, and I don't... Do you know, outside of spending time with Mishkin Kellen, I look at my book, my original spell book. Still have it with me. The grimoire that was meant to be how I learned the things within the weave and meddled with time because Roderick taught me to do that. I try to go back. I can't read that book anymore. I can read it. I can look at it. I know what it is, but I can't access what it once gave me. The only way I can now, and I extend my hand and your drink flies to my hand, is through what I've been forcibly given. A hag twice spoke death. And I do not think I am too weak. I do not think I am not on par. But the facts remain that it wasn't me to stop it both times. And it should have been. Quite literally, the essence of what I am is meant to disrupt things like that, and it wasn't enough. And Sai did not tell me until now. Maybe, I don't know. They thought I wasn't ready, or maybe they weren't fully sure. But it is very clear that I can't punch things and learn to gain muscle. I can't practice with a bow and learn dexterity. This is how we gain.
You know, I see it. I get what you're saying. I do. I just want to make sure that when all this is done, este mon frère Leo. And
what happens if I'm not? And I think you can feel the room shaking a bit.
I think he's going to recognize that, and it's going to be not even like an intimidation, but like a hurt. You know what I mean? Like, I'm hurting somebody, and this is their response, and it's valid. And, if you do this and you ain't Leo anymore, then you're gonna be whoever you're gonna be. And what you do with that is up to you. I'm just scared because there ain't no contract or deal that can get you out of this. And I don't have another deal left in me. No one does. I just want to make sure you're going to get this power. You're going to be living large.
I don't know what I'm getting out of this, Marcus.
But you're trying to get something.
Clearly, but I don't know what that is going to be. I think we all understand that. But I don't make ultimatums. I don't make random transactions with gods I didn't even know their names were. I don't make random decisions. There's a reason I haven't done it yet. Okay. I'm not saying you have to trust what is going to be. I understand that I am everything that everyone should fear. I am of the people who quite literally villainized an entire countryside. I get what I am. And as I grow, I will hope that I get to continue growing as myself. But guess what? I don't have that guarantee anymore. And I don't say that to be self-pitying or make myself into a victim. It is what it is, Marcus.
Oh, I agree. It is what it is. I didn't get used to be born. I was a contract. I was a child soldier from the first word.
We don't get to choose where we come from. We get to choose what we do with that gift, and I'm not going to judge you. I have no place. I just know that power is necessary for good. But power also takes something when it gives something, and I'm not going to stop you from taking that. I just want you to know I love you. I'm scared only because I don't want to lose Monfrelio, and that's not for me. That's up to you. If you need anything from me, I will be here. We'll see what happens on the other side, more than me, but I just want to make sure you're going to be okay. I know we can get through this. We are getting close to the end game. This be a hell of a time to throw a curveball. But I got you. To the end of the line. I got what I need from you. Oh, no, please. I don't want to interrupt you.
No, it's fine. I think you have an insight enough to realize that Leo has been one to, I'm not going to say he hasn't lashed out. I'm not going to say things haven't happened. But he's very analytical, and he makes decisions as necessary. But this is something that he hasn't even had a chance to ponder. Not really. Especially when it was forced, the idea was put upon him while in the Feywild. He really hadn't had a chance to think about it, and the fact that before even he had a chance to think about it, someone is essentially, even if it's not meant to be, there's a level of villainization that's happening with it. Because there's a chance that he might not be who he is. There's a chance that something that can go wrong. There's a chance that Leo isn't strong enough. To Leo, this was not a conversation that instilled hope. If anything, it instilled fear. And so Leo, with a smile, I will do what I have to do. Thank you for caring.
Leo, look. What I was going to say was I got, as selfish as this is, I got what I wanted as compensation, which is just to know that we out here doing our best. But you're not alone in this. Not just with Misha and Kellen, but you got all of us. I don't know what I can do besides punch things. I know I can do a lot. What do you need from me? What can I do to make this better for you?
You can trust me. And he's going to leave.
Marcus watches him leave.
Your drink would have been set back down. I don't think anything happened to it. There's no like mess in the room or anything like that. It just would have been sat right back down and moved back in front of Marcus.
He's going to pour the bottle, refresh his own drink, kind of say to himself, c'est la vie. And then he is going to get out some paper and start doing a ritual of trust. He's going to start writing down Leo, Marcus, and the power for tomorrow for one more day.
I will say, and Chronicler, you can stop me if you want, or you can say otherwise. But I do think Marcus probably should make a perception check to see if he can see Sai staring him down as Leo walks away.
I like it.
Okay. So out of curiosity, and my intention was to do this after you left the room. Okay, cool. What are you watching from outside the office? Cool.
No, Leo's walked away.
Oh, Sai is the one staring.
Leo's gone off.
Super fair, and Sai has every right to give me the mean look. That is going to be a total of 23.
I would say that that's enough. Omega, what does?
Hell yeah. In my opinion, and please send it where it needs to go, Chronicler, I think Leo asks a very specific question. If I'm no longer Leo, or if something happens, what will you do? Like, what does it mean if Mon Frere Leo is no longer there? Which is a very valid and potential path that could happen. And Sai is waiting for the answer, the true answer that he know Marcus could say. Marcus is a soldier. Marcus is someone who has been sent off to do many a things, including kill many a people. And at the end of the day, he understands that he's an abomination. That's just the truth of the statement. That's the word. He is an abomination. And I think there's a level of make the first step. But I don't think Sai stays long, but I think there's definitely a lingering, and I think you can feel almost that heat wave that I described at the door. And it's just like, you can feel, if you have hair on the back of your neck, it's like standing slightly before eventually it will fade away.
Someone who was kind of raised with those two realms of the occult and the religion, the divine and the fiendish, kind of always rubbing against each other. I think he looks into the heat wave. I don't know if he's going to see Sai or connect to Sai, but he's going to look in the presence. He's going to raise his glass with kind of a mournful understanding and go, "Laissez-le bon temps rouler, mon ami. C'est la vie."
I imagine Sai just doesn't react visibly before just that energy fades. Now, I believe we had 2 more things we want to get to real quick. I know Lauren sent me one. I thought there was one more in addition. Lauren, let's come to you.
Yeah, I don't know how long we're here at the Bastion. I'd imagine it's like at least a couple days or something.
Yeah.
While we are here, Udazash spends as much time as possible reading, doing stuff. She very intentionally is trying to stay busy. You all find her following you around kind of like a puppy, trying to find stuff to do when she isn't reading, when she isn't getting the tattoo, when she isn't doing stuff. And when she can't find anything intentional to do, you find her like lost in really intense thought. And for the first time in a very long time, she's working on remembering very specific things. And being back in the Bastion has reminded her of a couple of things. And eventually she winds her way. And I think it was in the kitchen? Mm-hmm. She winds her way back into the kitchen at a time in where nobody else is there. Kind of very intentionally. It kind of closes the door. All right, I don't know how to do this. And she won't say it out loud. She'll make sure that she has removed herself from the telepathic bond. But in her head, she'll start basically going, Gail, are you there? Hello? Do I need to message Gideon? And then out loud she'll be like, I can do that. Do I need to send him like a message? I can try to contact Gideon or Illithor, but okay. Gail, I don't want to pray to you. That would be very uncomfortable for both of us. I need you like right here where you were before. Like right now. Don't make me say things out loud that you are going to be very pissed off that I say.
All right. I'm here. Goodness.
Okay.
Yes. Sorry, I'm in the middle of the north is. Yes. How may I be of assistance?
I need you to tell Basu the things that we can't tell him.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Sass up here. Well, I'm down here. We're good.
It's been a very long couple of days, and I've been trying to figure out how to tell him the things that I can't tell him about the things that we're going to do to go kill the Queen of Dragons. And I've not been able to figure out how to do the thing because you were very clear about doing the thing. And I'm kind of impressed about the whole, like it was a very clear, like, are you sure you're not Fae? Anyway, I couldn't come up with it, so now I'm just asking.
Right. Yes, he's a part of your crew. Yes, he's seeing this to the end as well.
Yes.
All right, sure. That's enough for me. And, Basu, wherever you are in the bastion, you are suddenly very much not in that same spot as you were immediately in the kitchen next to Udazash, standing before Dicarios, a recently newly named god.
Hi.
Hello. Yes, hello.
Hello?
I would have warned you, except I was unable to. And you'll know why in a second. So, Basu, this is... Am I supposed to call you... So, Gideon called you just Gale. So, would you... Dicarios? What am I supposed to call you?
Dicarios, the god of ambition, or if you want, Gale, I suppose.
That, and then this is Basu Brightbolt, very awesome person and the one of the best people I have ever known. So he has told us how to do a thing that you need to know about, but I can't tell you because he's going to tell you why.
Deals. But you've been looped in, so you'll be gifted information on your plight.
Yes.
Ready?
Okay.
It's like a moment. I know this has been
I need a moment. What did you learn in that book? How did you teleport me here, Udazash?
Oh, I did not do that. He did that.
Oh. Are you that guy from Waterdeep who broke magic?
You broke magic? How did you break magic?
It's a long story. Me and Mistra had a thing. It was bad. So, let's have a real quick rundown, shall we?
Okay.
In order to disable and completely remove Tiamat's power from the material plane, and all planes in particular, you are going to need a very particular set of energy from the supernal realm, which is where the gods exist. Only there will you be able to charge the crystal staff that I did provide to the second chances, with the intent of impaling it into her chest and piercing her heart. Upon that very wound, her very existence as a divine will be removed, and she will be nothing but a 5-headed monstrosity for you to slay as a mortal creature. In order to get there, you do have to get south to Athkatla. I believe you all had done a little bit of research to find where the champion of Bahamut is. In turn, you'll be able to contact them to get access to the supernal realm. I can't give that access to you. You just have to sort of have a conversation with them. But then upon the completion of this ritual and slaying of Tiamat, you will have effectively reign with peace on earth. No further threat from the Dragon Queen or the Cult of the Dragon, unless they find another dragon to therefore worship mercilessly without any sort of vetting process, which will probably inevitably bring out another calamity. But at least in this case, it won't be the Dragon Queen. So,
Got it.
Yes.
Delightful.
Our friend has the big crystal staffy thingy, and that's what we're going to use to stick in her heart, and then she's going to explode, and it's going to be very cool. And then after that, we're not going to be able to remember exactly how to do all of that again, because that's how you kill a god.
Oh, yes. Once it's done, the information will be wiped from your memory, because I can't have you just walking around with diviner side information.
And then we're not allowed to tell anybody else who doesn't already know that, which is why I've been wandering around trying to figure out how to tell you the thing that you need to know, but now you know.
Oh, so once we complete this ritual and kill whatever is left of Tiamat, we will forget just how to do this? What else will we forget?
You should only...
No, just... Yeah, just the knowledge of how to slay a god. Oh, part of this information being imparted to you, it cannot be regurgitated to somebody that I have not deemed worthy of the knowledge itself. Obviously, somebody within your group, depending. I can share this information, but part of the deal was not to regurgitate this to another outside of the permissive list.
I understand.
And you are more than worthy.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you. Then you know a lot of stuff, right?
Yes.
What are the repercussions of killing a god, even one like Tiamat? What's gonna happen to everyone here?
They will continue on. Prior to encountering the Elder Brain, myself and a select few others dealt with the Dead Three and their respective champions. Even as the full representation of their particular god made their appearance, we were there to smite them down. And upon this, they were then smited. Smote? Smited. One of the two.
You should probably figure that out if you're a god now.
Both. I mean, or is there a god of grammar?
Listen.
No, but I imagine his job is very particular.
I am not the biggest fan of beings like yourself.
Of course.
Messing with my head. I agree to these terms if you can promise me, like you said, that once we take out Tiamat, everyone else will continue going on, and he will look directly at Udazash when he says that.
Listen, I was not happy about agreeing to these terms either, because especially at the time, I didn't know everything I know now about how I was losing parts of my memory. But it seems like this is a very narrow slice. So, and
I can assure you, with my word as a god, the only information that will be removed is that which I have imparted to you about slaying a god. Everything else shall remain unchanged, uncorrupted. Your experiences are your own. All you'll be left wondering is how that crystal staff going through Tiamat's heart was enough to kill her. That is all.
And in fairness, we were going to kill her anyway, so this really doesn't change anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for looping me in. And thank you for bringing me to the kitchen and telling me yourself. Do you I have a question that may or may not be unrelated to this topic, if you're willing to answer.
Of course.
You remember before you were a god, right?
Yes.
And you remember how hard it can be, right?
Absolutely.
Well, do me a favor. Don't be like some of the other gods, and don't forget that.
My darling Basu Brightbolt. That is precisely why I'm a god. So that I can rebel against the unfortunate behavior patterns of my siblings? Co-workers? Co-workers.
Co-workers.
Rest assured, I understand the mortal experience. It is ingrained in me whether I would like to move on from it or not. But I understand tampering from the divine is troublesome at best.
It's not been my favorite.
Yeah, me either.
Other than that, tell Gond I said hi. And
he's delightful.
I figured we've always had a pretty chill, hands-off relationship.
Brightbolt. Wait a moment. Brightbolt. Yes. Oh, the pieces align.
Mm.
You are looked upon favorably.
Well, of course, he's awesome.
Thank you. And we'll get it done.
Delightful. I should very much love to see that done. I must return to Waterdeep, where your dear friend Gideon and his class are still dealing with some unfortunate business. So,
Tell them we said
call
hi.
upon me, of course. Call upon me if you need anything. In the meantime, be safe and good luck on your journey. There's this fade and flash of light as Gale of Waterdeep, now known as Dicarios, disappears from sight in a flash of divine radiance.
Okay, I've been worried about that for a very long time.
Oh, thanks for looping me in. Am I the only one in this group who doesn't have a god on call?
I don't know. I didn't even know I had him on call. That was one of the things I was like worried about was how I was going to like get him. And then once we got here, I was like, okay, so this is where we made the deal. And so I was like, maybe while I was here, this would be like a place that I could summon him again. And I guess it worked.
Okay.
So I don't know if I have him on call or that was just luck and I yelled loud enough.
Well, good job. I mean, wow.
Thank you. Hopefully that's the only god that comes calling.
Yeah. What a weird day.
Yeah. Very weird. Want to go have dessert?
Yes. And I think I'm going to have Marcus tattoo a lightning bolt on my ass.
I will bring the popcorn. And
All right.
I'll go grab popcorn.
All right. Well, I believe that this is going to bring us to the end of tonight's episode.
Thanks for letting us go long.
Oh, yeah. No, I knew there were some story beats that we needed to hit before we went on the whole journey to thing. But before we end tonight's session, we're going to give the floor to our incredible cast. Hey, incredible cast, let them know who you are, who you played, and how we can support you.
Hi, I'm Lauren Urban. Here you can find all the stuff I'm doing on my website, lauren-urban.com. stuff is there. You can find it. Also, you should go find Omega Jones, also known as the Critical Bard. He's Critical Bard on all the socials. They had to go because we went long, but we love them. And I don't know all the stuff they're doing. Follow them on socials because they're awesome.
Hi, hello, good evening, folks. You can call me Laura or Tutu or Laura Tutu. My pronouns are she, they. I have been your Hexblood Celestial Warlock, Winifred Fithiak, Resident Swamp Witch, Potion Witch, what have you. You can find me on social medias, usually as some iteration of _ Laura Tutu. You found me. This is where I am on Fridays. Congratulations, you're here with us. I'm so happy you're here with us. On Wednesdays, you can find me over at Rebels Without a Castle for the Stone Lord's Folly, our delightful D&D 5e homebrew world created by my dear lovely friend Zach Savage Lore. For the next couple of Tuesdays, I'm going to be over at Folk and Myth playing The Witcher, which is something that I have always wanted to do. I get to be a Witcher, guys. I'm so excited. Those fucking colored contacts are going to be the death of me. At 7 p.m. Central on Tuesdays, you can find me over at Folk and Myth for A Cruel Mercy, our little Witcher short shot. You're gonna find me doing some vampire shit in November if you want to come hang out in the Texas steppes in the middle of the goddamn desert. You can come to a nice little rave that may or may not be, well, you'll have to see. All I'll tell you about the night in question is it is known as a splatterpunk LARP. So if you want more information about that, you're going to have to check out Jackalope Live Action Roleplay. Other than that, the easiest way to see where I'm going to be and what I'm doing is to check out my website, lauratutu.com.
Sounds really cool. Hi, I'm Tony Rodriguez, aka the Encounter Smith. You can find me all over the internet at Encounter Smith. You can find me on YouTube mostly and TikTok, and sometimes I'm even on Roll20's YouTube channel giving tutorials on how to run your games easier online. You can also catch me and Critical Bard over at DragonCon. If you're going to DragonCon, come say hi. Tell us that you watch the show, and you'll get guaranteed hugs. But yeah, I've been Baldur Brightball, our lovely little gnome who is catching up on everything.
Hello, everyone. My name is PJ McGaw, and you can find me all over the internet at PJ McGaw. If you see the bearded face, you are in the right place. What am I up to? On Mondays, you can find me here at Critic Chronicles doing Destiny's Path, the WizKids Paizo-sponsored adventure AP, where we go from Triumph of the Tusk into Stolen Fates and to see a beautiful story of human spirit. Also Fridays, I'm here. What do you know? You can also find me over at Streaming Rainbow and Face of Many Pods and Pocket Dragon Pub as I'm doing Secret Ways of Love and Magic, Oceana 2084, and many others. Go check out my socials, pj.mcgaw, to figure out where I am. Now, if you also like San Diego Comic-Con, but you like anime more than comic books, you can also check out in September Anime San Diego. That's right, we got the convention center, baby, and it's going to be anime. I'm going to be doing a bunch of panels and content there, so come and hang out and let's be nerdy, and also look for me at many other conventions, which I will show you later. Until then, love you all. Life is chaos. Be kind. Over to you, Cujo.
Hello, I am the aforementioned Cujo. I have been your chronicler for this evening. You can find me all over the places either Cujo Plays Games, or you can follow Crit Hit Chronicles for official show announcements, updates, that sort of thing. Speaking of updates and show announcements, let's talk about our weekly schedule. So, as PJ mentioned, we've got Destiny's Path Triumph of the Tusk on Mondays. On Tuesdays, we have Bitten, our zombie survival Last of Us Walking Dead Daggerheart game, which is heartbreaking and awesome, and we love it. On Wednesday is the debut of a brand new show called Inevitable, featuring our beloved PJ McGaw. We have Oh Hello Mayor, we've got Abby, we've got Sneakernet, and my God, my brain with the final poo. Oh, bad.
Jerry Moore.
Jerry Moore.
Jerry
Thank
Moore.
you, PJ.
Jerry Moore.
We have I'm so excited for this. You guys have to tune in because the pitch for this and the trailer were so good, and I'm so excited. You guys have to tune in. The first episode premieres this upcoming Wednesday. Thursday, we are, for the moment, open. And then Fridays, congratulations, you found us. It's Shadows Over Baldur's Gate. If you are a fan of the voices of myself and Laura, go check out the multi-award nominated and award-winning podcast, The Road to Hell, a Hunter the Reckoning Chronicle over at Messy Crit Productions. I have gotten a nomination for that again. Yay, that's not intimidating to say out loud. It's fine.
Cujo.
Yeah, go check that out. I'm an angry monster. Listen to me. I will mute you.
You're going to be able to see it all on my face anyway. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. But yeah, go check that out. And also throw my hat in the ring. There's going to be some shit happening in Texas in November, and you should be there for it. Just saying. It's going to be a lot of fun. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and get a raid set up for Legends of Evantris. They are currently playing some D&D on their side. We love Evantris. Tell the boys we said hey. In the meantime,
tell them to talk more about that Tales from Wood Creek.
Yes, do the thing. We love Tales of Wood Creek. Hi, Deb. We're going to go ahead and do the thing. But in the meantime, we love you. We appreciate you. Please be nice to each other. We'll see you guys next time. Good night, everybody.
Make good trouble.